it out, and your in-game character name in there if you haven't already.
I'm on my way back. I was just coming to Kraken.
All right.
Who is offering the frags? Where am I meeting you at?
Knuckle free.
Alrighty, where do you want me to meet you?
We're on Kraken Gangos, so.
Okay.
Yeah, he'll be waiting for you on the pier. So while that's getting sorted, I'm going to ask now, and I'm gonna try to be as clear with this as possible. Now is the opportunity if you need frags. Vash Caliber has some. There's other people here that are willing to hand out frags. Let us know, okay? I want you to make sure that you have at least 5 pure essences in your cache for whatever class you're playing or whatever role you're playing today, okay? So if you're going as a tank or a DPS, like a melee DPS, whatever it is that your class is that you're playing today, make sure you have at least 5 of those essences, okay? There's a very real possibility that we make some mistakes. Yes, they only fall off on death, and well, when you leave instance, actually, because you can die and resurrect, and you'll still have your essence, right? It'll only fall off when we leave instance. So this is in the case that we make mistakes on slimes and golems. We'll leave instance and go right back in. I want everyone to have all of the resources to just refill their holsters so we can go right back in. Okay? The faster it takes us to recover, the more time we're going to have to be able to go further. And if it ends up being that I have extra time, we might actually be able to give it a second attempt if everyone is willing to stick around for another attempt too. If we biff it early on, that is. So make sure you have at least 5 pure essences. Make sure you have, I believe, like 10 re-raisers. Make sure you have enough lost actions for your kit to allow you to do 2 full runs. The reason being is if we head to Trinity Seeker and we wipe it, we'll go back in, and you want to make sure you have another set of lost actions for your kit that you can just refresh so you have a full set. Okay. And we've got a few fragments of contention. Yeah, here. Let me start pulling stuff out of the bag. Remove. Here we go. Okay. Rika, who's this? Rika, contention, right?
Yeah.
There you go. Reflects, if possible. Let's see. I should have some. I know I just got a stack of them.
I have some contention. I'm jumping up and down on the rock with the glowing cane.
Do I not? Oh, I guess I don't have any reflex left. Rip. That's something I gotta go.
What is that, support, right?
I believe so. Oh no, I have some here. Never mind, I just passed over it.
Alright, got enough.
Okay.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have any in my pocket right now.
Right. Zuelo, so you got your duelist essences, yeah? Somebody gave you some frags?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, nobody didn't give me anything.
All right. And you needed contention, correct?
I'm giving away contention on the rock right here. I'm jumping up and down.
Oh,
next to the bridge.
That works.
Wait, I thought I gave you 20 contention, didn't I?
Me? No.
Oh, okay. Must have been a different player.
I know Almei-chan needed some. I'm sure they got theirs. Right.
Well, let's just
Let me
make
know
sure
if
you
I'm
turn
wrong.
on your self mute because we're echoing through your TV or whatever.
I'm heading to Kraken, so if anybody needs compassions, I have like 1,000 of them. More than that, actually. So, yeah.
Is contention cluster?
Yeah, you can buy that with clusters from Bojan Silverfoot.
I can pick some up real quick. I'm always maxing out on cluster, so and leave party real fast and
Delilah, I have cares if you want to trade, open trade with me. Knuckle free.
yeah, I'll be back.
Thanks.
All right. Just please bear with us. I appreciate everyone's patience. I'd rather make sure everyone has all the actions and necessary tools that they need. It's just going to lead to a much better success chance once we get in there. Because once we get in, there's nothing, we can't do any trading. You can do appraisals in there, but if you don't have the frags to begin with, then there's nothing you can do about it.
One contention on the market board for 500,000.
Yeah. Hey, man.
That's crazy.
That's the very first contention that ever dropped, okay,
Yeah.
on Kraken server. That one has sentimental value, okay?
Well, more like market opportunity, man. Like I bought the only fortitude stack on sale on the market board here, so
Here, I just bought 150 contentions. I'm headed back out now.
Oh, okay. All right. Extra elders? I do have extra elders. Who was that? Where are you? Target. There you are. Oh, you got him? Cool, cool, cool.
okay, nice. Keep in mind, folks, please don't take these for granted that like people are gonna bring like fragments to give out. Just make sure like for like prior to the next raid that you guys properly supply yourselves.
Yeah. I usually am the one that hands out frags. I'm not telling anyone here to help me give out frags, right? So this is something that I usually try to shoulder myself. This is nice to see, but it's not like a regular occurrence. That doesn't happen every run. You shouldn't expect it every run,
Yeah.
right? So I'm gonna throw out a ready check. I'm gonna see how many people have what they need. If you have the fragments, you can still appraise them in instance, by the way, so don't worry about it. Just make sure they're in your inventory. If you haven't gotten to appraising them yet, go ahead, do that now. I would recommend you get everything done now. But ready check is going out. This is just to make sure that everyone has what they need. They know that they have what they need. Please hit no on this if you're not ready. If, don't feel like you have to hit yes, right? I want to make sure that everyone's got what they need. Everyone's ready to go.
I got cares. Open trade with Knuckle, Ariel.
Right. And also, just as a heads up, I'm taking a look at the Discord list. Zwelos, Ballmoon, if you could update your server profile in Discord so that you have your prog tag in front of your name and it's reflecting your in-game character's name as well.
I thought I did that. I don't know how to do that.
Take a look at the requirements to participate. That channel will actually show, it's near the top. I know it's a long list to kind of scroll through, but near the top it'll show you what the prog tag is and how to set it up and what it means and what to actually write there. So I'll give you a few minutes to get that sorted. I'll give it like another couple minutes. I'll do another ready check. It seems like most people have what they need. So we should be doing okay.
You need chairs? Alright.
All right, I'm gonna throw out another ready check, see how people are doing. We have a couple people, a few people.
Trying to read this.
Yeah, no worries.
Hey Zulos, I messaged you on Discord. What I just a little help you out.
Okay, thanks.
Yep, you're welcome.
Which Prague is B?
Prague is gonna be that final digit. And is it your first time in here? Sorry, your mic cut that off. What was that?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Yeah, so you'll put a 0 as the last digit.
Okay.
Yeah, and then depending on how far we get, that requirements to participate channel will have like a little list on which boss. So whichever boss we biff it on, that'll be your new prog number. All right, I'm gonna throw out one more ready check. One last ready check. Yeah. All right. Cool. I'm gonna end the recruitment. Not.
Yep. Not this band. Not
Yeah.
this band.
There we go. I have to like move really slow when it comes to that. All right. So I'm gonna talk to the guy. I'm gonna take us in. Make sure you are tabbed in. You are paying attention, and get ready to hit commence.
There you go.
All right. Welcome to the local Dairy Queen bar. No, I'm kidding. Welcome to DRS. I'm your host tonight, Vash Caliber. Very first thing that you should be doing right here, right now, is going to be your pre-pop. Okay, your pre-pop is going to consist of your pure essence, your re-raiser, and your first 2 lost actions. As well, if I can just have you mute your mic, since it picks up a lot of background. Right, so you're going to use your first 2 lost actions, you re-raise your pure essence. Now, you're going to notice some glowing pads. Do not touch those glowing pads. See them at the bottom of the stairs. Do not touch them at all. If you touch them early, it'll launch you before you're ready, and it's just going to be a bad time. Once you've done your pre-pop, go and hit the cache, hit the box at the bottom of the staircase, and make sure you fill your holster to 99 out of 99, okay? You should include what you see in the requirements to participate. If you've been here before and you know already what is expected of you for your particular role or class, you are allowed to shake it up and to change it up if you'd like, right? Just make sure that you have all the critical actions. If you're unaware of what actions are critical, just stick with the requirements to participate and what's outlined in those charts, please. Once you have filled your holster to 99 out of 99, and let me just make sure, yeah, it's the one. Yeah. Once you get your holster to 99 out of 99, stand on the marker that coincides with your party. Alpha, and Bravo are pretty self-explanatory. We don't have a Charlie or an Echo, so we're gonna get rid of Charlie and 1. Delta is gonna be self-explanatory. Foxtrot party is gonna be the 2-way mark. Okay. And then we're gonna also do a little bit of a party split here once everyone's ready to go. Slime side is gonna be doing a low man strategy. It's gonna be a little bit more specific, but it will leave more bodies for the Golem side team to work with. So I think it'll be a-okay. Now, if you have followed the requirements to participate and you realize, wait a minute, I have all this extra space. This guy just told me to fill it to 99 out of 99. What do I do? Well, I'll give you a couple recommendations. Re-raisers. Nothing more valuable than having an extra opportunity to get yourself off the floor instantly, get back in the fight. So if you can fit more re-raisers, definitely fit more re-raisers. If you are playing a casters, maybe some ether kits might help you out, especially for using things like Font of Magic, or even if you're using Chain Spell, right? If you feel like Chain Spell, by the way, if you have access to it and you like the way that plays better than Font of Magic, feel free to swap it out, right? Font of Magic is simply just what existed before Chain Spell did. So, if you have access to it and you would like to use it, that is a-okay. And some ether kits might help you out. Extra ether kits in the holster. Light curtains. If you have access to those are a one-time use consumable per light curtain that gives you 10 seconds of reflect. Okay, it is absolutely massive. It can help out if people go down during reflect duties. You can spot for them and help them out temporarily. But most importantly, the reason I always take 2 with me is if we make it all the way to the Queen, to the Dairy Queen herself, she has a mechanic that is instant death if you stand in an AoE and it just gets you, right? But if you have a light curtain on, you reflect the damage back, and not only does it do great damage, but you don't fucking explode. You just don't blow up. It's great. It's a great safety net. It's 1 weight. It's peace of mind for 2 total weight for two items, right? So if you have light curtains, absolutely a great thing to take. Potion kits, like if you're a tank or resistance elixirs, especially if you're like a Dark Knight or like a Gunbreaker, something like that, where your HP gets really low as a result of your limit, your ult, your why am I saying all these different things? Your invuln, right? That's also something you can take. Just make sure that you don't have empty space. The bottom line is empty space is not going to help you. It's not going to do anything for you. Yeah. And team leads, just kind of go down the list. Make sure that everyone's got their pure essences on. For this run, I haven't cleared any non-unique essences, so everyone should be running a pure essence. Make sure everyone's got a re-raiser, and kind of just take a look. Make sure that people have lost actions that kind of make sense. It's okay if they don't look exactly like our requirements to participate, so long as they have the tools for the later fights, right? So just double check, make sure. If you don't understand something, just ask a question, right? Just understand that nobody's trying to attack you for your choice. We just want to make sure that you're doing the best that you can, right? So just to say it out loud, can somebody carry Protect 2 and Bubble for golems, please? And we're gonna wait till everyone is done hitting the box, and then I'm actually gonna split up Bravo Alliance.
Do I need another pure essence in my?
You do not. No, pure essences are going to be used right here, right now during your pre-pop phase, and you will not need a pure essence for the rest of the fight. I will make one warning. There is a point in the fight where it's going to be beneficial to right-click off a buff that you have on your bar, simply because it changes what element of damage you're dealing. That buff gets applied by your healers. There should be people here that have the / macro that you can use to remove that buff without right-clicking off, because you can accidentally right-click off your pure essence if you're not careful. So even though we don't take an extra essence for that contingency, right? Just be aware that that is something that can happen. So be very careful with that, because we don't carry extra essences with us. They're just far too heavy for like an if possibility, right? That we want to avoid at all costs. And just make sure throughout the duration of this raid, before fights, before encounters, while we're all grouped up and we're listening to explanations or we're waiting on others, just make sure to wiggle your camera every now and then, or move your character. Do something so the game is registering that you are putting inputs into it, because it will AFK kick you, I believe, after 10 minutes in instance. So try not to be AFK for longer than 10 minutes. Try not to be AFK longer than 5 minutes. That's kind of the general thing. If you have stuff that you're doing on the side, just make sure you're just wiggling your mouse, or you're just kind of jostling your analog sticks a little bit, you know? Oh, excuse me. Oh my god. I'm a sleepy boy. I was up pretty late in Party Finder trying to do M3. Or trying to get to M3. But I got to M3. And I looked at the time, I was like, oh shit, it's like almost noon. I gotta like at least try to sleep before this run.
Oh, can you if you're gonna bring Protect 2, go ahead and slot it in right now, because we're gonna use it before we open the doors on Golem side. And then just make sure you have like a mimic or something to get your damage actions back before we engage TS. Yeah, that was for Power.
Do the bubble now.
No, hold on, bubble. We're gonna bubble like after explanations are done, because that only lasts for 10 minutes. So that's gonna fall off if we do that now.
I think she means slotted in now.
Yo, slot in now. Cast before we open the door. I'll let you know when.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Everyone is standing on their markers. So here's something that we're gonna do. Okay, all of the gamers in Bravo Alliance, I'm gonna split you up between supports and DPS. I'm gonna have all the supports come to Alpha with me. So tanks and healers, you're gonna come to Alpha with me. DPS, you're gonna head over to Delta, you'll be honorary golem side today, right? You're essentially going to help them out with any kind of damage stuff. If you're lucky, you get to help them out with the red golem. Ooh, exciting! Now, with all of that said, we're going to do our explanations once we actually take the jump pads and go. We're just going to run some ready checks real quick, and I will do a verbal countdown for when we take the jump pad, okay? We're not going to do an actual countdown or anything. You're going to just listen to me. I'll say, 3, 2, 1, and then jump, right? Until I say that, make sure not to take the jump pads. So go ahead, run ready checks. Notify readiness in shout chat once you have successfully gotten all your team checked out. Everyone's good to go, right? So I see Alpha ready, Bravo ready.
After Power.
Yeah, if you have any buffs that you're going to hand out, it's probably better to do your buffs after explanations and you know what's kind of going on your side and before we open the doors. I'm going to do a 30-second countdown when we start, like the actual encounter, and that would be a good time to do all your buffs then. Let's see. So Alpha ready, Bravo ready, Delta ready, Foxtrot ready. Okay, all parties are ready. Just to clarify, supports from Bravo, you're going to stay here in main slime. When we do our jump, all the DPS from Bravo, you're going to drop down one voice channel to the Golem Gulag Gang voice channel, and Knackle Free will lead you to victory over there, okay? He's going to be your Golem Warden. All that being said, everyone's ready to go? 3, 2, 1. Alpha take left pad. Delta and Foxtrot take the right pad. Jump, 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 jump. Right? Golem side, drop down one voice channel to the Golem Gulag Gang. If you are a Golem gamer, if you're a Rock and Stone gamer and you're listening to me, wrong. Drop down one voice channel. I should only be talking to Slimers. All right, here we go. Here's what we're going to do. So I've got, how do I want to do this actually? So I need to change these markers. These are the markers we're going to use. Let's see how they did this. Cool. All right. I'm gonna do some flunking around this, and then that's 3 and 4 back there, right? Yep. And then this is gonna be a little awkwardly placed. I apologize. But I'm going to try to mimic as best I can what was inside the rooms. It'll make a little more sense when I start explaining. Okay. I don't know if I like this, actually. This is a relatively new strategy for me, so I apologize. I'm gonna take these away. So, tanks. I'm going to need 1 tank per room. So go ahead and pick a letter marker. We're going to start with true tanks. So anyone with a blue icon, if you are a true blue tank, pick a letter marker. Okay, cool. Next, let's get a healer to pair with each of these tanks. It's better if these healers are in your party. It makes it easier to target. So try to find a tank that's in your party, partner up with them. You're going to be their... You're essentially going to be their pocket healer, and you're also going to be handling another mechanic that I'll explain in just a moment. Okay. Now we should have 4 DPS left. I'm seeing...
Rika went to the wrong side. They're also down in the Golem Gang chat as well.
Wait, we're missing a body.
Yeah, they're down on the other side.
Why?
I don't know.
Oh no. Are you...
You gotta like pull out and everything now.
We might have to re-instance because this strategy needs 12 people to work.
I mean, that's all right. We're at the beginning.
Yeah.
Maybe
1 second. I'm gonna drop down to voice channel. we're going to be re-instancing. So just make sure you're going to leave duty. Do not leave the alliance. We're going to leave the instance right here. So go to duty finder, hit leave, and abandon duty. All right. Now that we're outside, you're just essentially going to grab your pre-pop again. Your lost actions, you shouldn't have used anything, so you don't need to worry about your lost actions, but you're going to need another re-raiser and another pure essence to use. So just go ahead and load at least those two in your holster. I'm going to take us right back in. If you can't get that sorted out before we go back in, as long as you have it in your cache, you're fine. We can do that in the instance. I'm going to take us right back in. Make sure to tab back in, hit commence, and we'll give it another attempt. And I'm going to... I noticed that there was somebody with a party color on their name standing on Delta. I didn't think that they were... that was my bad. I saw that and I didn't address it. So that's my mistake. No worries. That first part didn't exist, didn't happen. It's fine. We'll just do it again. We'll do it live. Make sure you do your pre-pop. That's going to be your re-raiser and your pure essence here. If you didn't get the opportunity to slot that back into your holster in time, don't worry about it. You'll have plenty of opportunity to hit the cache and sort that out. And then we didn't have Charlie, and we didn't have Echo. Cool. Please be certain you stand on the correct marker associated with your alliance. So make sure if you're an Alliance Alpha, you're on the A marker. If you're on Bravo, you're on the Bravo marker. All that good stuff. There's no need to refresh your lost actions if they're 10 out of 10 or 15 out of 15 or whatever their max is. Simply just make sure you have a re-raiser and a pure essence as long as you have full actions on the bar and in your holster. Okay, so Rika, you're Alpha Alliance. You're gonna come over here to the A marker. You're gonna be on Slime side with us. There you go. And same deal, if you're in Bravo Alliance, if you're a tank or a healer in Bravo, you're going to be moved to Alpha. If you're a DPS in Bravo Alliance, you're going to be part of Delta.
I'm eyeballing the alpha marker, making sure you got enough.
Yeah,
visitors,
no,
you know?
I'm definitely doing exactly the same thing right now. No worries.
All right, I'm looking at. It looks like you have enough people. I'm counting 4 DPS.
Yeah. 4 tanks, 4 healers.
Yeah, 4 tanks. Yep,
Yeah,
4 tanks.
4 DPS. So this
Cool.
is Alpha side. What's a dilly bar? What did I say? Dilly? Did I say Delta marker? Wait, what? Dilly bar?
No, Cataract said, "I hope there's dilly bars." I have no idea what a dilly bar is.
Oh. Sounds like an ice cream treat.
Yeah, sounds like an ice cream bar or something.
Yeah. Oh my god. Just so you know, I know that we're like out in the parking lot in front of Dairy Queen, a la in Eorzea, but the last time I've been to a Dairy Queen was like before I can even really remember, before I could even create memories. So, you know, I technically have not been to a Dairy Queen in my life. So this is simply just straight
You
me.
can go to
I
a
don't know anything
fucking
about
Dairy Queen, buy a what is it, like a Blizzard or whatever, and then make sure you hold it upside down. Make sure you take a selfie, and make sure like you record video and like watch as your Blizzard just falls out of its cup.
Yeah. A Blizzard or whatever. Yeah. That's actually one of the flavors, dude. A Blizzard or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just take a Blizzard and they'll scoop all the nasty stuff from the bottom tray of the ice cream thing and throw it on there because that's the whatever. You asked for whatever. Anyways, don't think about that because I almost wanted to gag thinking about it. It's nasty. All right, everyone's away from the box. Just double checking. I'm looking over Alpha, making sure that we have 12 bodies. Yeah. We're good. Cool. Right. Let's get ready checks from all of our alliances. I see that Foxtrot is already ready. Alpha ready. Bravo ready. Waiting on Delta for readiness. Unless I missed it. But I don't think so.
Oh, whoops,
Okay,
my
man,
bad.
I need music in the background. Oh my god, dude.
I'm out here forgetting to ready check. Paula's doing this. My bad, dog.
Nah, you're good, dude. I'm gonna slap this. I need some jams. That's alright.
It looks like 3 out of 4 on Delta. We're waiting for Chalky to get back.
No, I'm actually not listening to the M2 theme. I'm listening to a bunch of Bomb Rush Cyberpunk music and Jet Set Radio music. Kind of just slammed in the same playlist. For now, we'll see what I'm listening to later on. And if we make it to the Queen, we get to figure out what the song is for today to jam out to when we beat the trash out of her. Okay, Chalky tracking is AFK. We're gonna hold off. Make sure, or we're just gonna. So make sure you're moving around. Make sure you're not. Yes, this isn't any prog. This is 100%. We have a lot of new people. This is designed for people to get prog. It is not designed for people to get their doggos. That is not the well. That's the ultimate goal. I want to get as many people their dog as possible, but I never promise or guarantee that we can get the dog. Save for like sometimes I make the joke or whatever. It's just it's a joke in bad taste. But I never want to tell you like this is going to happen. This is 100 because I don't want to break your heart when it's like other people are practicing or maybe they make some mistakes and that's just part of prog. That's just naturally what occurs. The most important thing that you can do here is do something new or learn something new about a fight that you've been in a while. Our other render is holding lost re-raise. Maybe go over the difference between that and resistance re-raise. Oh, yeah. So, by the way, I know that there's a lot of people that use lost re-raise. It's a very good ability. It's expensive, but it's a good ability. The thing is that it takes up an action slot. So, if you have lost re-raise, now, I would say use both charges. Give one to yourself. If you still have another charge, find somebody else to give it to, and then slot it out with another lost action. The thing that you want to have in your holster is resistance re-raisers. You want the blue phoenix feathers in your pocket. It's because they're consumables. They're just, even though they're just for you, they're consumables, and it doesn't take up a lost action slot. A lot of what can lead to wipes, especially right now, is a low damage output. This raid is tuned to be taken on and tackled with lost actions. So don't feel like you're doing terrible or whatever. And you need like your damage. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is that the developers have designed this for you to use particular damage actions, and they've tuned it accordingly. So if everyone starts taking lost re-raise and things like that, like support items. There's a very real possibility we might not hit the damage check. So if you have lost re-raise slotted in right now, just use all the charges and take another damage action or maybe another support action if you're playing as a healer. It's just gonna help out in the long run.
Quick question. So I'm Rend 1 Pygmy, and I also volunteer to be one of the Protect people. So I have Rend on and Protect, but I have what's it called?
Mimic?
Banner of Honored Sacrifice.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But I don't have it slotted in right now. So like when I use the Protect one at the door,
yeah,
put on the Honored Sacrifice because I have another Protect one. I have 2 on me.
Yes. So the natural progression would be once you get to the position where you end up using Protect and you no longer need it, then you'll slot over it with a new action for damage or for whatever it is that you're going to be needing for that encounter. Yeah, so that's what our holsters are there for. It's so that we have a nice stock of other actions that either when they run out or we're done using them for their intended purpose, we can go back to doing damage or support or restocking whatever we need. Just checking in. Chalky's still AFK, correct?
We got. I'm not getting a response from Chalky. Chalky Milk, are you there? Give us a sign of life. It might be. I mean, it might be like a RL like emergency AFK, and they didn't say anything either. So
it could
that's
be
a possibility. Well, I mean, we haven't heard from Chalky yet. And I don't know. Like they haven't even moved around, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah. Well,
it's turning into a seance. We're trying to raise their ghost.
Yeah, I think at this point, in order to prevent from wasting time, if the AFK timer gets them, it gets them. But they know what side they're going. I'm sure they're a veteran from the way they speak. I haven't run with them before.
Just keep in mind when we open the doors, these jump pads are going to turn off.
There's no way for them to get back afterwards.
Nope, they're stuck here.
Oh well. Right. I mean, then they have all of explanations to get here. Okay, cool.
They're back. They said they're back. Okay, we're gonna ready check here again.
Okay. Yeah.
The table moved. Yeah.
This is like, oh man. Dude,
right,
well,
we've summoned 404 ready on Delta.
Cool. Ready on Delta. All parties are. Let's have all the other parties ready check just to be on the same page. Foxtrot ready, Alpha ready, looking for Bravo readiness. Ready. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do the same thing, only this time Alpha for sure has 12 people. We'll be a-okay. If you are on the Alpha marker, you're gonna be taking the left jump pad. If you're on Delta or Foxtrot, you're gonna be taking the right jump pad. Right jump pad is gonna lead you to Golem side. Knucklefree is gonna be your Golem warden, your Golem leader. I will be the Slime King. I'll be leading all the Slimers on the left jump pad. Okay, that being said, 3, 2, 1, let's jump.
All right, Golem folks, hop on down to Golem Gulag Gang voice chat.
Yep. If you are a Rock and Stone gamer, you shouldn't be listening to me. I am a Slimer. I only talk to Slimers. All right, here we go. I'm gonna get rid of these numbers here. Cool. So, here's how this is going to work. We're going to start lining up the same way. Tanks and healers first on these markers. Pair up with the tanks in your party. Makes it easier. We should have 4 DPS. I'm seeing 4 DPS. All right. We have 2 ranged. We have 2 melee. This is perfect. So here's what we're going to do. Can I get the ranged players on Delta and Alpha? You're going to be associated with that room to start with. So just pick a marker. Either or. Perfect. And then the melee are going to split up on Bravo and Charlie. Now, have you been in Knuckles' run and you've seen this low man strategy? I think he has a different priority system for how he gets everyone out. I do it a little bit differently, but it ends up being the same result and the same strategy as a whole, okay? So now, remember your positions, okay? The markers that I have for the actual arena are a little bit different than the marker setup that I have here, because this marker setup is for a different strategy. So don't worry about the marker letter itself right now. I just want you to understand where you're standing currently correlates to where we're going to be going. So if you open up your map in-game, you'll notice on your map you have this set of chambers, this hallway, and these set of rooms. Each of these markers is just a way for us to determine which room we're going into, right? So if you're Alpha marker right now, you're going to be going to that northwest room. You're going to go down the hallway. You're going to pass the first door on your left. You're going to go to the second door on your left. That is going to be your room. Bravo is going to be the second door on the right. That's going to be the northeast. If you're Charlie, you're going to be the first door on the right. It's going to be your southeast, right? And if you're in Delta right now, you're going to be taking the first door on your left. That's going to be southwest. Those are going to be your rooms that you're going to start this encounter in, okay? It's very important that I say start, because DPS, you're going to be leaving your rooms very briefly, and I'll explain that mechanic in more detail as we get to it, okay? But I'm going to talk about the tank mechanics first, and then healers and DPS are going to have the same role, and it's a little more involved, and I want to make sure that that is covered as clearly as possible, because we live or die by the healer and the DPS organizing themselves with that strategy. So first thing, what we're going to talk about is the tank breach plan, and then what tanks are going to do with their viscous clots. Okay, the enemies that we're going to be encountering here are going to be viscous clots, are going to be green slimes, and then sanguine clots are going to be, for the DPS and the healers, those are red clots. Okay, and we'll go over those enemies in just a moment here. But I'm going to copy this image. I'm going to put this in raid text chat. Okay, now the parking lot out in front of Dairy Queen has a lot of sludge everywhere. Okay, so it's our job to clean up the parking lot on our way to the Dairy Queen, because the last thing we want to do is be stepping in goop every time we want to go get a fucking DQ Blizzard, right? So here's how this is going to work. Tanks, you're going to be handling the nasty green sludge, okay? The viscous clots. Pay attention. So I'm going to take these markers away. You should already know which room you are. You can actually take a look over the walls and kind of see your room already. So just remember what room you're associated with, which one you've been assigned. I'm going to move these markers so you can see the waymarks around the arena, okay? These are going to be the waymarks that I'm using for the encounter once the encounter goes live, all right? So I know that the letters are in different places. I apologize about that because these aren't my markers. These are markers from somebody else that I stole. So tanks, you're not going to have a marker to go to. You're just going to go into your room and you're going to use the green pad in the center of your room as your guide, right? The reason for this being is your duty is to pull viscous clots from the hallway, because that's where they spawn. They fall from the ceiling in the hallway, and you're going to pull them into your room, right? And then you're going to start building a slime snowman. You're just going to start globbing them together to make bigger and bigger slimes, right? They'll cast fusion. Fusion will allow them to like suck into one larger entity, and then you're going to tank that. Now, the goal here is every slime, every viscous clot you fuse together will get a stacking HP and damage buff. Don't worry about what the buff is. The most important thing is to look at the HP bar and look at the buff that it gets, because it has a number on it. All right. Now, the strategy that I'm going to do is called the 3-2-1. Or that's what a lot of people, what's colloquially known as is the 3-2-1. I'll explain that in just a moment. But the idea is we want to make sure that by the time we're ready to do our final merge, our final fusion on all of our rooms, our slime has to have a buff, a set of buffs that reads +4 on it. Because at +5 buffs, they start casting Rupture, okay? And what Rupture does is a self-destruct, and it does a bunch of damage, and if we're in the AoE, we get whatever. That's not the important thing. The important thing is that we needed to self-destruct, we needed to die on the green pad in our room, and all of the rooms need to have a giant viscous clot cast Rupture and self-destruct on the pad at relatively the same time. There's a little bit of a grace period, but the idea is to get it as close to the same time as possible. Here's how we're going to do it. Starting from the northwest room, which should be Jay as the tank in that room. When we get in and we do our breach plan and we clear out all of our traps for our party members, Jay, you're going to be the first one to pull 3 viscous clots from the hallway, right? You're going to pick up 3 of them. You're going to take them all the way to your room, and you're going to let them fuse on the green pad. Once you grab 3, Vash Caliber will be next. I will be next. I will go and poke my head into the hallway. I will grab 3 viscous clots, bring them back to my room, let them fuse on the green pad, and then hold the resulting green slime on my pad. Then we'll go to Raylo next. Raylo, you'll be the south. Essentially, you'll notice we're going clockwise around the arena, starting from northwest, right? And then, I can't see your name through everyone else's names. Delilah, you're gonna be the final one. And you'll pull 3 into your room, right? That should give you a slime with +2. That's fine. That's the idea. It'll go back to Jay, but instead of pulling 3 this time, you're going to pull 2 viscous clots, okay? you'll pull 2, then I will pull 2, then Raylo, then Delilah, and then at that point, everyone should have a Viscous Clot with +4 buffs. At which point, I will mark individual Viscous Clots in the room for you. So right now, I'm just gonna start assigning everyone markers, right? So you know which number order you are, okay? When we get to the final merge, I will move these markers off of your heads onto your assigned Viscous Clot. This is so we don't provoke somebody else's clot. We can target them ahead of time. We just pop our heads out into the arena, into the hallway. We provoke, we come back to our room, and ideally they all merge at about the same time. Be very careful not to accidentally aggro any additional slimes, because if they are allowed to start fusing before they make it to your room on the pad, then it'll desync the ruptures and it could potentially lead to a wipe scenario. It's not very common at all, but just keep that in mind, okay? That's the tank job mechanically. One last thing is take a look at raid text chat. You notice I put a map in there. This is the breach plan. So for tanks, when we enter our rooms, just make sure that you're going to pop your sprint first. Then you're going to activate your invuln. Okay, once your invuln is active, you're going to run from the doorway straight through the green pad to the opposite wall. Straight beeline path. You'll notice the blue lines. That's the path you want to run. The red dots are potential hidden traps. You can't see them. They're there right now. You just can't see them, right? Sometimes your room has a trap. Sometimes it doesn't. Don't worry if you don't explode. That happens sometimes. But if you do explode, your healer is going to be there to make sure that you keep topped up. All that good stuff, right? Try not to do any self-healing as a tank, by the way, because we don't want to start ripping aggro from the Bajin soldiers. We don't have any actually legitimate tanks in the hallways to deal with Bajin soldiers, and I'll go over that briefly with the DPS stuff. So tanks, make sure your stances are on, but don't do any self-healing. Let the healers heal you. I will handle the trap that's in the middle hallway, and then I'll go to my room in northeast, okay? All right, make sure we're wiggling. Make sure that you're not getting AFK kicked. We're going to go on to DPS and healers, okay? Now, if the tanks are handling the Viscous Clots, DPS are going to handle the Sanguine Clots, all right? Sanguine Clots work a little bit differently, and they're definitely a little more dangerous. They don't do damage dangerous, but mechanically what they can potentially evolve into is a big fucking problem. Now, I've assigned DPS a room to start in. These are going to be the rooms that you, and healers as well. These are the rooms you're going to start in, and these are the rooms that you're going to do you're handling your Sanguine Clot stuff, right? DPS are going to leave the room. Healers are going to end up staying in the room, okay? Because healers also have to make sure they take care of the tanks. So if you notice the markers, 1, 2, it's hard to see the 3 marker, but if you stand over here, it's actually behind the doorway. It's on the other end of the doorway at the end of the hall on the left-hand side, all right? And you can see the 4 marker kind of through the doorway if you stand on this end, right? We're going to assign ranged to the further marks, right? And then we're going to assign melee to the closer marks, all right? And the way we're going to do this is so that we don't have any fusions. Ranged DPS are going to leave their rooms with the first wave, right? And how did I do this last? Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. No. I just debated myself. Okay. So Golem's ready. Okay, cool. So Golem's ready to go. We're gonna go over this. So let's have all the DPS group up with their partners, with their groups. So first wave, there's gonna be 2 waves of Sanguine Clots that fall from the ceilings, okay? First wave, it's gonna be the ranged DPS on the west are gonna pick up in the Sanguine Clots that spawn in the room first, and you're gonna take them to your markers. So Thopta, you're going to take yours to the 2-way mark outside here, right? And then Jay Fing, you're going to take yours all the way to the 4-way mark outside north of the hallway door, okay? That's the first set of Sanguine Clots. As soon as we get to our rooms, they'll spawn. You're going to pick it up immediately. That's where you're going to take them, right? The initial wave on the east side is going to look a little different. Hannah, Seong, and Sakaron Train. You're going to be picking up the first set of sanguine clots that spawn in the room as soon as we get in. All right? And instead of going outside, you're going to stay in your rooms on the waymarks, okay? So Hana, you're going to go to Delta, and then Sakaron, you're going to go to Alpha in your room, and you're going to take your sanguine clot there, you're going to put on that marker, and you're not going to kill it, right? The sanguine clots are not going to die, you're just going to hold on to them, all right? When the first wave has been picked up and moved to their markers, there's going to be a second wave of sanguine clots, all right? This is when we're going to flop, essentially, the remaining players. So the remaining people on East, for example, will be Rika and Pygmy. You're going to pick up your sanguine clots, and then you're going to take them out to the hallway, right? You're going to have the melee slots. So Pygmy, one is going to be the marker that you put your sanguine clot on. And then Rika, you're going to go out the northern door to that blue 3-way mark. Just remember, it's out the door to the left. It's just outside the doorway. It's essentially mirrored from the 1-way mark, okay? I'm sorry. I'm really bad with pronunciations. Right. Melee will get their second, move out to the waymarks, and then Kata and Xylana, the healers on west side, you're going to stay in your rooms. You're just going to take your sanguine clots to your markers, okay? So it's just to add that spawns that we take to these marks. Yes. Now, something to note about these sanguine clots. The sanguine clots will tether to the first person that attacks them. So make sure that if you're not a DPS, or if it's not your turn to take a sanguine clot, don't touch them, because they'll tether to you, and then you can't get rid of them, right? So just keep that in mind, right? If you know you're part of the first wave, right? Ranged on west, healers on east, you're going to be first wave. Melee on east, healers on west, you're going to be second wave, okay? Melee are going to be closer to the door on their marks outside on their respective north and south halves. Ranged are going to be on the farther marks. Now, melee DPS, Pygmy and Rika, you're going to be handling also the Boshan soldiers that spawn just inside the doorway. You're going to see some skeleton ads that spawn just inside the doorway once you get to your marker. When they spawn, it's your job to go pick them up and then also pull them to this marker, okay? You're going to have help from your ranged friend over here. They'll help you DPS down the Boshan soldier. The soldier needs to die. Your sanguine clots need to stay alive. Okay? After I get my sanguine, so let's see. Yeah, you take to this mark after I get my sanguine. Yes. So you pull the sanguine clot to your marker, and then you're going to keep it alive. Now, I would recommend that you get it down to like 30% HP or 20% HP. Carefully, very carefully get it down to 20, 30. And then you're going to stop auto-attacking. You're going to stop attacking it, okay? Do not kill these ads. This is very, very important that you do not kill them, okay? You essentially want to pull them out of the rooms and isolate them and don't let them do anything, right? We will kill them at the end when we do the final merge with tanks. So when I say tanks, do your final merge, 3, 2, 1, pull. DPS, you should be allowed to kill your slimes there. I will do my best to make a call for it. So just pay attention to the calls. The idea is if they die too early, then they spawn somewhere randomly in the rooms, and then it's going to potentially cause a wipe. Ranged DPS are only going to have 1. The only people that should have 2 ads are going to be the melee DPS, because they're going to pick up a Boshan soldier, and they're going to have their sanguine clot. Okay? So that's going to be Pygmy Hero, and that's going to be Rika. Both of you are going to have 2 ads. Now, the Boshan soldier dies pretty quickly. You'll also have stuns. You can use Leg Sweep to stun the giant AoE, right? Just make sure the soldier dies. Don't kill your sanguine clot. Keep it at 30. Like, absolute lowest 20% HP. Just be sure that it's enough to stay alive in case somebody accidentally hits it. But you can get it low if you'd like to. Because the lower it is, the easier it is to kill it when we need to, and then run for the hills. All right? You should be able to sleep the clots. Yes, well, I'm not a black mage player or a caster player myself. You can try it. But yeah, don't use dots Just be safe. If you have dots, use them on the soldiers, I guess, but don't use them on the clots at all. Are there... Oh, and then once all that's done, when I call for rupture, and we all have to run, right? I'll say run for the hills, run, 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 go out the north door. This is where we're gonna go. I'm gonna say this in yell chat. There you go. That's where we'll meet up. That'll outrange all the self-destructs. When all the self-destructs go off, if all the green pads light up the way they should, all the slimes will disappear, and then we just have soldiers to deal with while Golem side finishes their encounter, okay? Are there any questions from people? Any clarifications? Quick question. On second round of Sanguine Clots happen, should healers pull to the near of the far markers? Healers are always going to be in the letter marker in their room, right? You're going to always pull it to the letter marker for the room that you've been assigned, okay? I would try to put it on that marker as best as possible. If it's not exactly on there, don't worry. The most important thing is to keep it away from the tank in the center. The further you can keep it away from your tank, but still be enraged to heal them, the better, okay? When are we dropping the Sanguine? Does that have a space? No. So you're gonna kill it on your marker. Once you take the Sanguine Clot to the marker, that is where it lives and dies from that point on. So you're gonna go to your marker, and when I say that there's a final merge going on, like the tanks are doing the final merge, that's when you should kill. So if you don't hear me say DPS kill it, just know that you're supposed to kill it when I say tanks do your final merge, right? So get them down to like 30%, and then, you know, just kind of do your basic rotation to kill them, right? Killing them immediately when I make that call could be problematic. It's kind of a weird balance. I still haven't gotten the timing 100% on that, so just be aware. So we're killing the soldier when we get our marks, right? Yes. The soldier will still have a little bit of time before it spawns, but it will spawn once the melee get to their marks, and it's going to be the melee's job to essentially quote-unquote tank that. It's very important that tanks don't do any self-healing, because otherwise it'll rip aggro from the melee DPS, and it's going to be a problem at that point, okay? So I think we're ready to give it a shot. If we make a mistake, we'll just leave and come right back in, and we'll give it another shot. And I think it'll be better that everyone has that on-hands experience. I'm going to let... Okay, Slimers ready to slime. Wait for CD. Let's just get ready checks real quick on Bravo and Alliance, Alpha Alliance, I mean. Just to double check, make sure everyone's here. Yeah, food is not 100% necessary, but if you have it and would like to use it, I would say it's pretty good because it gives you a little bit of an HP buffer, right? So, Alpha is ready. Cool. Waiting on Bravo. Oh, Bravo is ready. Cool. So we're all good to go. All right. I'm going to do my best to make calls for this, right? As soon as the door opens, just be careful with the guy jumping with the two-way mark over their head, because I will explode in the center hallway. So if you're in the northern rooms, wait till I pop the trap, okay? I'm going to invuln it and pop that trap. If you are not a tank, wait until your tank explodes in their room. Wait till they do their path and clear out all the traps. Do you want me to hollow ground hallway traps? Just your room. I'm going to be handling the hallway. Everyone else, all the other tanks will be handling their own room. So remember, room is dangerous until your tank either explodes or goes all the way to the opposite wall, all right? We're going to go in. We're going to give it a shot. I'm going to calibrate our countdown for 30, and I'm just going to fire it. We're going to give it a shot. Jay, Basilius, as soon as the door opens and you see viscous clots, and I have popped the trap, you are free to pick them up and take the first 3 that you see immediately into your room, okay? And then we'll go off that. For the final merge, I'm going to be moving the markers myself to viscous clots to show where our final provokes are going to be. Okay, opening the door. Be careful, I'm going to pop the trap in the hallway. Hallway is clear. Okay, Sanguine Clots have spawned in your room. All right. Ranged on west, healers on east. These are your Sanguine Clots to pick up. Take them to your markers now. Next wave are going to be the remaining healers and melee DPS in their rooms. I'm going to take the next Viscous Clots. I'm going to take 3 here. Sanguine Clots are out. Melee DPS and healers, pick up your Sanguine Clots. We are missing a DPS. There you are, Rika. Oh, that was good timing. Take that soldier out to 3. Very good, very good. Okay. Sorry, Raylo, you can take your 3. Thank you for being patient and waiting. I appreciate that. Cool. I see 3 on Raylo. Southwest, you can take yours. Delilah, you can take your next 3. Be very careful. Only aggro 3, please. Very good. All right, Jay, you're up next. You can take 2. 2 Viscous Clots this time. Yep, and once you take your clots back to your room, just make sure you try to position your big Viscous Clot as close to the center of the pad as you can. All right. Thank you for pulling that soldier. Raylo, you're next. You can pull 2. 2 Viscous Clots. Make sure to center them on your green pad once they fuse, and keep them on the center as best you can. Delilah, you can take 2 now. Be very careful. Make sure you only grab 2. I'm going to start marking our final merges here. There's a couple that are still out already. I'm going to mark that 2. I'm going to mark that 3. I'm going to mark this one 4. All right. So, tanks. Based on your order, mark your final Viscous Clot. Right? Ready for the call? 3, 2, 1. Final merge now. Final merge now. Go. Final line. Pull it to your room. Make sure it's used on the pad. Everyone else with a Sanguine Clot, try to kill it as quickly as possible. Try to kill now. Wait on the pad tanks until you confirm that there is a rupture cap. Do not leave until you see rupture. I see 1. Oh, this should be enough time. This should be fine. I see 2, 3, 4. Everyone run north. Run out the north door. Just take everything with you. Whether it's alive or dead, we'll kill it on the way. I see a couple Sanguine Clots there. If we have any Fizz ranged or tanks with interject up, and those Sanguine Clots get close, just interject them, silence them, get all the way to the corner here, all the way to the corner. Kill the Sanguine Clot as quickly as we can here. Viscous Clots too. Very good work. Okay, we're gonna make sure don't see, you see that circular pad that looks like it's not lit up? Don't stand on that. We're just gonna kill the soldiers for now. We're gonna wait for I gotta let them know because sometimes they hold and wait for rupture call. So rupture was called. We're just gonna kill soldiers until Golem's done. If Golem succeeds, this pad will light up. We'll be able to continue. Very, very clean, by the way. It looked like there was some sketchy stuff going on with the soldier up north, but it was very beautifully handled. Thank you, Rika. Thank you very much for that. I don't see any deaths. Is everyone in Bravo alive? Alive? Okay, we can take the jump pad. We can go. Very, very good paying attention to that soldier. But yeah, that was textbook. All right. Parking lot's clean. Now we get our first clown that we gotta deal with in the parking lot. All right, we're gonna wait for all the Rock and Stone gamers to join us.
Everyone get your loot.
Looks like we're all here.
Cool. Hell yeah! How did Golems go?
1000% correct. Shout out to Delilah for second tank, Pawa and Hitsugi for hallway golems, and Kaliska navies for interrupting red.
Do you mean Daedra? Because I think we had a Delilah.
I did mean Daedra. Man, I'm sorry. I keep mixing you two up. I'm sorry. It's just like...
That's all right. I can tell the difference.
Something's hardwired in my head, and I keep mixing you two up. I don't mean to do that, but...
Do you want to know what's even funnier? in this situation just for a second. So I was on MIDI. I originally was from MIDI, and my name originally wasn't Deirdre. It was actually Void. So yeah, it makes sense. Why you keep getting the mixed
All right.
up.
Oh, Void. I remember you've been okay. All right, you've been with us before. I remember that name.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Kingdom Hearts LARP Kid. All right. Now, if you're wondering what is this guy talking about, Kingdom Hearts LARP Kid? Okay, so we're on our trip to Dairy Queen. I didn't tell you why. I had to get as many people as I could to go yell at the manager. She fucked up my Blizzard. She didn't. It was just, look, I have beef with her. But on our way to Dairy Queen, we've encountered this clown, right? He believes that he himself is Sora, Roxas, and I guess Shion all wrapped up in one. He's got all the Keyblade moves. You know, if you've seen Kingdom Hearts original, that video, you know what I mean. The kids like LARPing in the parking lot with the ice, you know, the ice that that's this guy, okay? That's this guy. So, we're gonna put him in his place. I have watched his videos. I have watched all of his moves. I've got them all laid out. I'm gonna do my calls to make sure that you know how to avoid every single one of his desperation moves. Before we do that, though, I'll describe one mechanic, and then I'm gonna go over a couple other things that are gonna be persistent for the rest of the run. Okay. I don't use waymarks for this fight, by the way. I do entirely boss relative for this encounter. So just keep that in mind. I want you to pay very close attention to which way the boss is facing. Look at the boss's hitbox if you need to. That'll give you all the information that you need. All right. Now, I will use one waymark, and I'm going to put this Danger Dorito over my head. There will be mechanics I say follow the Danger Dorito, right? Sometimes I'll say sprint, whatever. Just kind of make sure that if I say follow the Danger Dorito, you're kind of like stuck to me like glue, right? So for any mechanic where I say get to it, you want to stick to it like glue, okay? You know, I don't think we have enough people for it to cull, but, you know, this is what it looks like. I'm running around in circles here. If I say follow the Danger Dorito, I'm saying follow the triangle. First mechanic, I'm just going to talk about how I do calls for this mechanic, right? So there is Mercy Swords, whatever they call it. It's the 4-sword adventure. Okay, he's going to stick all 4 swords out. They're going to glow in a sequence, and then I will give you a call on how to avoid that in sequence, right? So, for example, based on how his swords light up, you might hear a pattern like left, left, right, right. Okay, that's a very simple pattern. You just start on one side, you wait for 2 cleaves, and you move to the other side. Where you want to be is you want to stand on the boss's hitbox, like on the ring, on the safe side, whether it be front, back, left, or right. You're going to start wherever I say is safe. You'll sit on the ring, and then depending on how many cleaves he does, depending on the pattern, you'll move to the other side, same thing on the ring. If you want to move inside the hitbox, that's fine. You can even move less distance. You don't need to move a whole lot, all right? You don't need to move, like, you don't have to go, like, on a trip to the, you know, the fucking Wizard of Oz, right? Nice, short, keep it sweet, stay close. The closer you are, the easier it is to avoid that desperation move. Okay, because he's just gonna start wailing with keyblades all over the place. The last thing you want to do is take a key in the ass. Right. So I might say something that sounds like left, left, right, right. Stand on the left side. I said left, left. That's 2 cleaves, 1 for each left. Left, left. Move through. Right, right. End on the right side for the last 2 cleaves. You might hear a pattern like front, back, back, front. So you're gonna start on the front, wait for 1 cleave, go to the back side, wait for 2. And then go back to the front side for the final cleave, right, to avoid it. Okay? That's the only mechanic I'm going to explain my calls out for and how it works and all that good stuff. Everything else is going to be handled with calls live, real time, during the fight. It's going to be faster. There's going to be less telegraphs, like the orange stuff, right? All of his animations are going to tell us what's going to happen. So, just keep your ear out and listening. Do what you think you need to do. Do the best that you can. A couple rules for the rest of the run. Since I have not had very much luck getting run started myself, it is potentially possible that I might be a little rusty or a little shaky with some of these calls. I apologize in advance for that. But do not call out or open mic to tell me what's right, what's wrong. Yes, you can rend on pull. So when the countdown hits 0, you can use rend. It'll gap close you in. You'll just apply it. It'll be nice. It'll be chocolatey. And then afterwards, Ame-chan, when that buff runs out, Ame can rend right afterwards to keep 100% uptime on. Okay. Right. So for calls, keep comms clear. If I make a call and you know it's wrong, let me make that call. Let me make that mistake. If it ends up in a wipe, hopefully it doesn't end up in a wipe at Trinity Seeker. But if it does, if people are willing to give it another shot, we can go back in, see how far we go. But just let me make that mistake. Let me learn from it. Okay. Second thing, Limit Break 3 is only for healers and in very rare situations, tanks. Okay. The amount of damage you do with your personal raid buffs and then also your lost actions completely eclipses the amount of damage your DPS LB3 does, okay? You do way more damage than your LB3. It's a waste. It's better to save that LB3 for healers, which can resurrect people, which if you've noticed in this zone, resurrecting is restricted. If you die and your re-raiser doesn't get you, only healers will be able to get you up with Lost Arise, and it's only a 10% chance for that to work with their Divine Essence, okay? So it's better to save it for heal LB3, which is a guaranteed pickup, all right? That being said, if anything else important comes up or needs to be discussed later on during the fight, I'll do that. But those are kind of the rules that are going to persist for the rest of the run. If there is a tank that would like to be the main character for this story, you can stand on Alpha. I'll let you main tank. I'll let you main tank the fights. No one wants to main tank? There we go. Hell yeah. Get it. That. There you go. Cool. With all of that said, if everyone is ready to go and ready to give this LARP kid a good I don't know, beating with a foam PVC prop sword, let's do it. Stand in front of the purple line. Jump and schmoove on the Danger Dorito. See the Danger Dorito, jump on the Danger Dorito. Let me know you're here. Let me know you're awake. You're not AFK asleep at the wheel. Yeah. Heat Ski, I see that you are just kind of standing there. You good? You here? Ready to go? Good to do the thing? Maybe they're AFK? Yeah. Make sure all your tank stances are off now, by the way. Okay? Only Daedra should have their stance on. Okay, cool. We're still waiting on one to step in front of the purple line. We're still waiting on Hitsuki to essentially let us know that they are still amongst the living. Yeah, they got a pulse. Oh, I see movement. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Tank stance is off. Make sure you eat some food here, right? Make sure you got a food buff. We're going to use tinctures for this too. I'm going to actually swap out to my not expensive tinctures here. I'm going to set these over here. There we go. Yeah. I'm going to give us a countdown. We calibrate for 30 seconds. And we're just going to give it a shot. We're just going to show this guy what for. We're going to show him that everyone knows what a Kingdom Hearts is, and everyone knows what a Door to Darkness is. And the power of Kingdom Hearts is light. Yeah, all that stuff. So first thing that this guy's going to try to do is scream real loud. So if you want to like pre-shield and pre-mit for that raid wide, yeah. Ansem. Oh, pull. Okay, lost actions, tinctures, everything. Do as much damage as you can. The faster this guy dies, the safer we are. This is a raid wide. Now, the first major mechanic, he's going to jump onto the center, and he's going to give us that 4-sword adventure I was talking about earlier, okay? So remember, that's going to be the sword cleaves. He's going to put all of his keyblades out, and in sequence, they're going to glow. Just pay attention to the calls. Here we go. Pay attention to which way he's facing. It's going to be a right, left pattern. We're going to stay on the right side for 2 cleaves, and once he does those 2 cleaves, we'll move to the left side and end there. The seasons will change after this mechanic, so be ready to look away from the big glowy orb. Move through to the left side. Look away from that orb. Look away from that orb first. Make sure you are looking away from that orb now. Get away from the flower. Get away. Ooh, yeah, baba. Group up, group up, group up, group up, group up. Okay, raid wide going out. That's all right. This is gonna, oh, sorry. In the hitbox, inside the boss's hitbox. Do not be on the boss's sides. Yeah, okay. Now, tank busters. Tanks in front, everyone else behind. Tanks in front, everyone else behind. Clear, 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 clear. Oh, no, what are you doing? Now, this is a solo buster. Everyone clear the front side. Stay right there, Daedra. Stay right there. Clear the front side. Do not take this with Daedra. If you take this, you're going to kill Daedra and yourself. All right. Now, stay grouped, stay grouped, stay grouped. We're going to bait chains. Stay grouped. Wait for it. There's going to be a knockback associated with this. And break your chains. 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 Get knocked back to a barricade. You want your back to go straight into a barricade. Do not put your back to the death wall. Back to a barricade. Knock back into a barricade. Group up in the center. Hold your 2-minute burst. I know it's so juicy you want to do it, but hold on to it. There's going to be a downtime mechanic here. You're going to follow the Danger Dorito for this mechanic. Get ready for it. Locate the Danger Dorito. Follow the Danger Dorito. We're going west to start. And it looks like it's going to be a hide. We're just going to go behind this barricade. Hide behind this barricade. Right here, right here, right here. Stay behind it. Stay behind it. Stay behind it. And get back to it. Stay grouped up on the Danger Dorito. There's going to be a party laser. This is a raid wide first. But stay on the Danger Dorito. Locate the Danger Dorito. Stack with it. Stick to it like glue. Hopefully just like Elmer's glue. Nothing like weird and crazy. So this is going to be that line laser. We're going to share this. Now, we're going to get some earth shakers, and there's going to be a sand and stone associated with this, right? So first is going to be sand and stones. Take a look at the floor. Get ready for the colors, right? Here it comes. Also, by the way, if you didn't use your lost actions after that set of dashes, feel free to use them now. But take a look at the floor. Take a look at the floor. Oh, no, this is line lasers. My bad. Yeah, just use your eyeballs. You know this. Green, yellow sand, yellow sand. Why did I say green? Yellow sand, yellow sand. Everyone on yellow sand, get ready for earth shakers. For real this time. Earth shakers are coming this time around. If you get a yellow tether, that is a cone centered on you. You're going to rotate on the safe color away from your party members. All right? You're going to take it away. Do not cleave people with that line, that cone AoE. Everyone on blue, rotate the yellow away. If you get a yellow line, rotate it away. Stay on blue. Rotate that. Rotate that. Go, go, go. Split up. Split up. Don't hit anyone else with it. Final color, you're going to be on yellow sand. Rotate those away. Rotate those yellow lines away. Rotate them away. Stay on yellow. Get ready. Use your eyeballs. Here comes some more line AoEs. Cool, 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 cool. Now, point the boss in a cardinal direction, please, Daedra. Everyone get ready. There's going to potentially... it's right here. Yeah, intercardinal of the boss far out. Oh, no, this is just a right white. But pre-position, intercardinal the boss far out. This is going to be a plus-shaped AoE. You won't be able to see it telegraphed, so just intercardinal the boss far out. You greet it if you know how. If you don't know how to greet this, don't greet it. Don't get hit by this. Very nice, very nice. He's gonna jump back to the center. There's gonna be another set of dashes. All right. Now, as soon as he does the dashes, he's going to jump to the center, and he's going to start casting that four-sword adventure with all his Keyblades, all right? So we're going to rotate around the arena. You're going to follow the Danger Dorito for this. Follow the Danger Dorito, and pay attention to which way the boss is facing, okay? It's going to be a right, right, left, left pattern when we get back. Right, right, left, left. Get back in. Go to the right side of the boss quickly, quickly. Wait for 2 cleaves. And then we're going to go to the left for 2 cleaves. There's 1. There's 2. Move through. Seasons are changing. Look away from the orb, then get away from the flower. Look away from the orb first. Get away from the flower safely while looking away from the orb. There you go. There you go. There you go. Group up, group up, group up. There's going to be chains. Group, 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 group. Group up, group up, group up. Nice and tight. And break these chains. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Now, there's going to be a raid wide here. Regular raid wide. Make sure we're using our lost actions just in case you're forgetting. We want to make sure we're doing as much damage as we can. There's going to be a mini tank buster on Daedra, so clear the front side. Let Daedra take this solo. Now, we're gonna see a little bit of a doozy. This is one of those desperation moves. It's going to be sand or stone with a 4-sword adventure, okay? So we're going to start on the safe color. We're going to do our sword cleaves and end on the opposite color, okay? So pay attention to which way the boss is facing. It's going to be a back, back, front, front pattern. Back, back, front, front. We're going to see which color we start on. We're going to start on yellow sand. Start on yellow sand first. Be behind the boss. wait for 2 cleaves, start on yellow sand. That's 1 cleave. 2, move through, end on blue. The center is blue, end on blue, end on blue, end on blue. Now, there is going to be 1 more color change, or don't let it debate you, right? Everyone on yellow sand, yellow sand, yellow sand. Seasons are changing. Get ready to look away from the orb, get away from the flower. Now, avoid the white cross pattern first, then the orange lines. You're going to get regular orange lines. Do white first, then orange. White first, then orange. Plenty of time. Very good, very good. Just keep the boss there. There's just a raid wide incoming. Now, if you want to stack in the boss's hitbox, this is going to be that hot wing mechanic we saw. Don't be on the boss's sides at all costs. Be underneath or behind the boss right now. Just pre-position for it. How many people we got on the ground? We got a couple people. Okay, it's... Oh, boss is on Delilah. Okay. Nice, 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 nice. All right. This is going to be a knockback or hide with mercy swords. Okay, the mercy swords are going to be on the edge of the arena from a clone. Okay? Knockback will come from the center from this guy here. Pay attention to where the clone is. It's going to be a knockback to a barricade. So we're going to get knocked back. Follow the danger Dorito. We're going to get knocked back. It's going to be a complicated pattern, by the way. It's going to be back, front, front, back. Back, front, front, back. Get knocked back to the barricade with a danger Dorito. Get behind the clone. Back, front, front, back. Go in front of the clone. 1, 2. Get behind the clone. All right, stay grouped, stay grouped, stay grouped. Wait for my call. Break chains. Once chains are broken, healers in the center, healer LB3 now. Healers in the center, LB3 now. Everyone else, kill this boss. There's a raid wide going out. No worries. I want you to just fucking tear this guy to pieces. Just tear him up. Okay, this is going to be a brick or sand with a knockback or hide. So this is going to be a knockback. Stand on the safe color. Safe color is blue. Start on blue. Put your back to a barricade. Do damage. Put your back to a barricade. Be safe. We might see this mechanic. It's gonna happen. Come on, kill him. Yeah. All right, he's dead. It's good. All right, stay in the arena. Don't leave the arena. All right. The duelist is gonna go ahead. OnlyFans is gonna go ahead to percept all the traps. Stay in the arena, please. Make sure that everyone is alive. Wait, do we only have 1 down? Hell yeah, dude. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm gonna make sure that we get them up. Yeah, make sure that if you passed out and you didn't put a new re-raiser on, do that now. Make sure that you do have that safety net, all right? It'll help out. If you are in the duelist party, feel free to follow the duelist. Don't take the jump pad that the duelist is going to take, okay? But you can offer him raid buffs or whatever. He'll probably do a countdown for you so that you can all coordinate your raid buffs before he takes the pad. But we're just waiting on one of our members to wake up from their little nap here. There you go. Ritual prayer always does it. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up! Wake it up! I wish you were a samurai so I could just be, wake the fuck up, samurai. We've got a Dairy Queen to burn. There we go. Maybe they've got the soul of a samurai. That got them up. All right, let's go. Careful with the traps. Please manually maneuver around these. All right, if you see OnlyFans there, do not take that glowing pad. We're going to take a right. You're going to follow the Danger Dorito. Now, if you're OnlyFans party and you have raid buffs that you can offer him, head on over to OnlyFans. He'll give you a countdown, and you're just going to coordinate. We're going to stay right here on the Danger Dorito. Don't enter the room yet. We want to stay outside of the room until we've confirmed that the duel has begun. Bad. Yeah. Bad. The promise of Dairy Queen did it. I believe it. This is not for us. We're gonna just
50
chill.
50
Nice,
Gil
nice.
says he finishes the duel before we get through this next fight. Because knowing who
Probably.
it is, probably. knowing who it is.
Is there, where's the text? We're just waiting for green text. We're waiting in for RP text. There it is. All right, cool. Welcome to the Angry Pickle. Somebody's pickle fell out of their burger, radiated from all the slime, and turned into this monstrosity. I'm sure it had aspirations of being a Devil Joe at one point in time of its life. Kind of looks like one. It's just a really angry pickle. We're going to have to deal with it. Now, this guy does not have an enrage. What that means is we're not going to use lost actions, okay? Save your lost actions, save your secret sauce for the Dairy Queen employees, right? For the fucking fry cooks that are going to be up next, all right? Trust me. I'm not going to drink pickle Dr. Pepper, dude. It's not going to happen. Ever. Never, ever, ever. It's never going to happen. Dr. Pepper beans, on the other hand, I've been eating those. That I will do. Pickles and Dr. Pepper do not... I know how versatile of a drink it is. That's why I love it, but no. Not for me, man. Okay, let's get back on track. There's going to be one mechanic I'm going to explain about this guy. It's going to be limit cut. Now, some of you it's your first time here are hearing limit cut, and you're probably already getting flashbacks. Maybe you're seeing, like fucking wormhole limit cut. Maybe you're seeing, I don't know, maybe the good old days limit cut. Maybe you're just seeing diamond. Don't worry about that. I'm going to make this super easy. It's okay. I got you. It's fine. It's fine. It's not going to be a problem. Listen to me. All right. If you notice around the field, we have some numbered waymarks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Limit cut only goes up to 4. If you get a marker over your head, you're going to get dots over your head. 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. If you get 2 dots over your head, you're going to go to the 2 waymark and stand on the waymark. You'll see them on there, don't worry, it's untargetable. You're just going to stand on the 2 waymark, right? What's going to happen is you're going to get hit by a puddle, and it's going to kill things standing on. Hey, if you get dots over your head, you got to go to the 2 waymark. If you get 4 dots over your head, you got to go to the 4 waymark. 3, 1, 1. Put the square in the square hole. Okay. There you go. That's how limit cut's going to work. It's called spit flame. I will call it out. I'll say look over your heads. So just keep an eye out for that. Everything else is going to be handled with calls. This guy is a very angry boy, so just be ready for it. I'm so sorry. So much fucking Dr. Pepper today, man. Just trying to wake up. Yeah, you can pull whenever. This is a trash fight. We're not going to wait. We're just going to, no countdown, no whatever. Just pull. Whenever you're good. Oh, Fap did. No. Fap, yeah, you're not the tank. All right, so first thing this guy's gonna do is gonna scream. He's gonna roar. He's gonna right here twice. Okay, avoid this. Use your eyeballs. He's gonna do it a second time. There's gonna be another set of puddles. Now he's gonna lean forward. Okay, if he leans forward towards you, you're gonna get out of the way. That's a dash. See that? Clear the way. He's gonna dash north. He's gonna dash a second time. Be ready for it. Okay, here it comes. Whee! Avoid this. I believe in your ability to use your eyeballs and to move out of the way. I trust you. I feel you. Okay, take that back to the center. We're going to see some lion dashes, some lions, if you will. You see these lions around the edge of the field. They're untargetable. You can't hit them. Don't worry about them. They're just going to start dashing all over the place. Use your eyeballs. Now, here comes Spit Flame. Look over your heads. Get ready. This is that, 1-to-1. Go now. If you get your number, go to the waymark now. 1-to-1, 2-to-2, 3-to-3, 4-to-4. Put the square in the square hole. This is important. This is going to open up safe spots for a knockback mechanic, okay? Okay, get to the right side, and then dodge to the other side. He's gonna slam the opposite side. Yeah. My bad. That was a terrible call. Thank God you guys knew what to do. You're smarter than me. Get knocked back to a safe spot on the wall. See a gap. If you know how to negate this, then... Oh, God, dude. I hate trajectory, dude. This thing sucks. Okay, 5 cleaves. Merry-go-round. When I say casters can stop, you can stop on the Danger Dorito. Casters can stop on the Danger Dorito right here. If you like to keep casting, you can stop right here. It's fine. It's cool. It's safe. I promise. All right. We're going to play a little game. We're going to play Mr. President. All right. Mr. President right now is Daedra. Daedra is going to get tethered to a bunch of nasty monsters, and Daedra is going to enact something called the Beyblade Maneuver. Okay, it's DEFCON 1. Right? See that? Beyblade Maneuver, spin this guy around. Spin it round. Okay. What they're doing is they're grouping up the ads. Just AoE down these ads. Mitigate for Daedra. Treat this like a really nasty tank buster. We want to save the president, okay? Dive, all that good stuff. Body block. Okay, cool. Everything that we just saw is going to happen rapid fire. Order of operations is going to be puddles, like the falling rocks. It's going to be shockwave, which is the temper tantrum, the left, right. And then it's going to be spit flame, the left cuts. There you go. Use your eyes. Here comes the temper tantrum. Get ready. It's going to be left or right slam. Dodge the slam first. There you go. Opposite side. Look over your heads now. 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3, 4 to 4. This is important. Tanks. You're going to get flares. Maybe. If you get a flare, you're going to 3 and 4. If you don't get a flare, you're going to 1 and 2. Tank flares to, tank flares to 4. Everyone else to 1 and 2. Get knocked back to 1 and 2 if you're not a tank. Dude, this give me rough divide back, man. I can't stand this. Okay, boss is going to move back to the center. It's going to be merry-go-round, same thing we just saw. It's going to be 5 cleaves. Same thing with casters. The danger Dorito stops moving, you can stop on the danger Dorito. Right here. This is safe. We're just going to take our time. This guy's going to start looping some mechanics here. There's going to be a shockwave here. So get ready to dodge left and right. Just avoid the cleave first. And then dodge into the cleave. Dodge into it. There you go. Now, he might dash once. He might dash twice. Be ready for it. Okay, he could dash a number of times. It's only going to be once or twice. There it goes. There's the first dash. There's a second dash. Get ready. Yeah. Clear. Little Fatalis breath. Not a Devil Joe thing that he does, but it's okay. It's fine. He's not really a Devil Joe. And then we're going to repeat this. There should be some, like, lion dashes and all that good stuff. You'll bring it on to the center. Oh, no, sorry. Mr. President again. You're going to bring it to the center? You're going to just Beyblade it. Yeah, just twist him around. Yeah. AoE these down. Healers, just make sure Daedra stays alive and healthy. There's going to be some falling rocks. Just use your eyeballs. Avoid this. Okay, cool. Don't leave the room. We have somebody dead. Especially healers, do not leave. Let's make sure we get them up first, because if we leave them behind, there's no way we can come back to this point, okay? Once we take that jump pad at the end of the hallway, there's no way we can come back, so don't forget anyone. I think that's it. I don't see anyone else on the floor. If you are dead and I'm, like, leaving you behind, please scream. But I don't think so, so let's go. I don't think there's anyone else on the floor.
By the way, I owe you 50 gil.
Wait, why?
He won the duel before he even started the fight.
Oh, that's all. You can keep 50 gil. That's fine. I don't need 50 gil. Right. Cool. Welcome. These are the fry cooks that work at your local Dairy Queen that are on break. And, I don't know if I should tell you this or not, but I think one of them said your hair looked dumb. They're making fun of your hairstyle. So we're going to teach them a lesson, right? I don't like them because I asked them for an Oreo Blizzard, and they gave me a Blizzard or something, and they put some nasty stuff on it, and so this is personal for me. So here's how this is gonna work. I'm gonna need 6 tanks for all these mechanics. We're gonna assign 6 tanks for duties. All right. 1 and 2 are gonna be our main tanks for this encounter. If you'd like to be a main tank for this encounter and give it a shot, now is your chance to shine. All right. And if it's your first time, don't worry about it. We'll talk about what it entails, all that good stuff. I need 1 tank per letter marker 2. Cool. I'm going to start putting some marks on people. So I'm going to put target to focus 1, target to focus 2 on our main tanks. Our North Orosphere tanks, I'm going to give you target to ignore 1, target to ignore 2, and our Southern Orosphere tanks, target to ignore 1, target to... There we go. What do you mean? What is happening? My brain. Cool. Now, are there any tanks, this is the first time, they have no idea what their marker means or what their assigned role is? Don't be shy, let me know. Everyone here knows. Oh, it's your first time, Jay? Or do you just need kind of like a... Okay, cool. So, I have an image right here. Copy image. Ba-bang! Alright, cool. Look in raid text chat. This is a very simplified map of what the final mechanic is going to look like. This final mechanic is like the last resort. It's like the set piece of the fight, right? Did early today with West. A refresher would be good. Okay, cool. I'll definitely get to you too, Delilah, for sure. Take a look at the red dots on that map. There's aura spheres in red. Then there's regular reflect spheres in black and blue. You're going to ignore the reflect spheres entirely. Tanks do not handle those at all. You're going to look at the red spheres. Since you're in the north, you're going to be taking the one that spawns north. To put in perspective, it's going to show up like right over here, right? Give or take right about here. Okay. So once this final encounter, or once this final mechanic begins, this is where you're going to run, and you're going to be, since you have the target to ignore 1, you're going to be first in line to handle the aura sphere. What that means is you're just going to turn your stance on. You're going to provoke it. If you're worried about losing threat, just spam shield lob. Just do whatever you can to generate as much aggro as you can, right? And you're going to maintain aggro while everyone else helps you try to kill it as quickly as possible. The idea is to kill it before it does Spite Check. Spite Check is a cast that goes off and randomly kills one person in the raid. So the faster we kill it, the better. So I would implore, this goes to all the DPS and everyone else that isn't assigned a critical role right now. Just be aware, when aura spheres come out, if you're in Alpha or Bravo, you're going north. If you're Delta Foxtrot, you're going south, right? And you're going to try to kill those orbs as quickly as possible, okay? But yeah. Stance doesn't need to be on until they show up. Well, we're going to start this encounter with Stance on, just because we do have a successful duelist, and we want to make sure that they don't rip aggro, because I know of the legend of OnlyFans, right? It's very likely that if we don't kick and scream and fight for aggro, they're going to start taking some threat. So, let's okay. Yeah, so if you still have, by the way, Pygmy, if you do still have Protect on, now would be a very good time to slot in that Banner of Honored Sacrifice. Put up just a sec ago? Okay, cool. No worries. Anyway. So you're going to be handling the first Aura Sphere. You're going to tank it. Once it dies, it's going to mark you with an arrow over your head. You're going to invuln that with Hallowed Ground, okay? So save for Hallowed Ground for that particular mechanic. This will go on the person that has the highest threat. So if you don't have highest threat, somebody else will get it. Try to make sure that you are highest threat and you invuln that. And then Delilah, right. So Delilah, as a main tank, you're going to be handling the Queen's Warrior and the Queen's Gunner. Okay? Essentially, any of the bosses that spawn on the east side. I'm going to put some markers up, or put the markers for this encounter up, so it's easier for people to see kind of what's going on. Now, when we initially start, there's going to be all 4 of them. You've probably seen this already. Once they jump away, save your provoke, by the way. Save your provoke so that when the warrior initially comes down, you can just provoke them. I would recommend movement for this to keep them as far away from possible is to provoke them and bring them over here between the 1 and Bravo, or like to the 1 marker, and then move to the Bravo marker. So that way it goes all the way to the wall, and then it starts trailing behind you, and you can plant it directly on the Bravo marker. Okay. Yeah, it also works if you want to if you want to stand, pull it all the way to the 2 marker and then go to Bravo. That'll be the nicer way to position the bosses. It'll give us more space in between the knight and the warrior. I know in some other reclear groups, they like to keep them as close as possible. I want to make sure that we're as safe as possible, so I want them to be as far apart as we can make them, okay? Same thing goes for Daedra. I'm sure you're familiar with that strategy, but you'll do the same. You'll do the same thing when it comes to the soldier, right? Because the knight you're going to put in the center. Delilah, when you get to the second boss, the gunner is going to get placed in the center. Just make sure that you don't move the gunner to the middle first. Wait for Daedra to move her soldier all the way to Delta first. All right. If the gunner starts casting, don't freak out. Don't get too stressed out. Once the casts are finished, you'll be able to freely move the gunner back to the center in time for the onion ring mechanic. Okay. So, yeah. Cool. All right. I'm gonna need dispel volunteers and reflect volunteers. If I can get people to call reflect for Alpha through Foxtrot. Now I know we don't have a Charlie. I know we don't have an Echo, but I need reflectors to call and cover for Charlie and Echo orb spots. Okay, I see one dispel. I'm gonna bare minimum require 2 dispellers. And then I'm gonna need at least 1 dedicated reflector for each alliance, right? And I'm gonna need somebody to cover the missing Charlie and Echo alliance reflects. Just call that out in chat. So I'm seeing Alpha reflect, Charlie reflect. Cool. It's all right if it's your first time reflecting. Don't worry about it. It's very likely that almost all the healers here are going to have to pick one of these reflect patterns. Okay, so we have Alpha, Charlie, Delta, Echo. I can Foxtrot. Cool. We just need somebody to take Bravo, and then we'll be set. I have Light Curtain. I would recommend keeping your Light Curtains just in case. Let's have somebody with their dedicated reflect action take Bravo, and then in case somebody goes down, you can use Light Curtain to help spot them, right? To spot like reflect in case they've gone down and they don't come back up, right? But Light Curtains, it's very likely you're going to use anywhere from 2 to 4 of them. So if you don't have 4 or maybe even a little bit more for comfort, you may not be able to effectively reflect all of the orbs safely. So just be aware of that. Yeah, 5. All right. I'd still prefer you to be a backup. Is there anyone else that can? So B is north. Yes, B is on the north side. By the way, if you take a look at the map that I posted for the tanks, that's also for the reflect patterns too. Do we have a healer that's just not volunteering? Sorry, I was being distracted. No worries. I'm gonna have you, Maverick. I'm gonna have you be assigned to Bravo Reflect. Okay. How many people here have not done Reflect before? This is their first time doing Reflect. They need a little bit of a rundown, okay? So that the fry cooks don't catch them off guard. First time doing Reflect. Cool. All right. So for example, if you take a look at the map, this map is oriented true north. Okay. So the red dot at the top is going to be the north side. You'll see all the blue dots are orbs around the east and west. Black ones are going to start around the northern side. Okay. Yeah, the map is the map that I posted. The diagram is in raid text chat on Discord. So if you look above the voice channel, you'll notice that there's a raid text chat option. Right, just above main slime. It's going to be just above all of the like the alliance chat channels that we have. So take a look at that image, and you'll see that by selecting Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta, Echo, or Foxtrot, you've essentially selected a reflect pattern. So Maverick, for example, yours is going to start over here. You're going to have an orb that spawns right about here, where I'm jumping off in the distance. And then your next orb that you're going to reflect is going to be down here. Right? So it's going to be kind of close to the center. You're going to get the one that's in the middle on the north here. So middle north. And then you're going to do middle east. Right? Over here. On the east wing, it's going to be in the middle. Right? It's not going to be along the walls. It's going to be closer to the center of the arena. So what you're going to do is you're going to stand underneath the orb before it says that it's going to explode. It'll do a little orange point blank AoE thing. You're just going to get in it and you're just going to start spamming reflect. You're not going to go through you're never going to get close to going through all the charges. So just spam it, be safe, just keep reflect up constantly, stand underneath the orb. Once it detonates, make sure that you have reflect up and you stay in the puddle. It'll explode, and all the damage will reflect back at the orb and kill it, right? Once the first one's dead, you're going to come over here to the next one, and you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to pop reflect, and you're just going to stand right underneath it. It'll explode. Reflect will reflect the damage back to the orb. It'll die, and then you're done, right? That'll be wave 1, right? There's going to be a little bit of downtime, and I'll say there's wave 2, reflectors back in position, or reflectors get in position. You go back over here to the first one, right? You'll pop your reflect. You'll reflect the first one, kill it. And you'll come back to this one over here and reflect this one, all right? And then after the second wave, that's all the orbs. At that point, it's make or break. It's them or us. You're just going to go and try and do as much damage as you can to the bosses as best you can, okay? That goes the same for anyone else that is their first time reflecting. Just take a look at the map, and that is going to be the spawn location. You're going to start with the black orb first, and then the arrows showing you the blue orb. That's going to be your second orb that you take in order. They're all white, gleaming, kind of angelic-looking orbs of light. They don't actually have different colors. Just be aware that we color-coded them so you can differentiate first set and then second set. Right, and there's going to be 2 waves where you do first and second. Now, do we have a second dispeller? Because I think I only got a knackle down for dispel. Okay, zip higher. Cool, perfect. Healers, make sure that one of your starting actions, if it isn't already Spellforge or Steel Sting, make sure that it is slotted and it is opposite of your healer partner, okay? We're going to use Spellforge Steel Sting at the very beginning. During the 30-second countdown, I'm going to have you start putting it and pre-applying it to everyone on the party, okay? It is very, very, very important that the tanks with the Hex 1, Hex 2, Daedra and Delilah, are prioritized to get Spellforge if we need Spellforge going out, okay? So if they're in your if they're in your party, make sure they're the first ones to get it, okay? Because if they don't have that proper modifier, they're not doing damage, all right? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like flubbing my words, man. It's been a while since I've hosted. I'm like giddy, excited, and mildly nervous because I know that this fight, dude, I have a vendetta with these fucking fry cooks, dude. You have no idea. You don't know the history between these fuckers and me. Right. Let's calm down, Bash. One last thing. Tanks. Tank 1, Daedra, you're going to handle the west turret during the turret phase. Delilah, you're going to handle the east turret. It's going to spawn between the middle and the Bravo marker on the east side of the arena. Just be ready for it. You'll provoke it. You'll do your unmend spam. And just make sure that you establish, sufficient aggro on it, okay? I would like everyone to kill the one on the west first. Most people are going to be there anyways. Just focus on the west turret first. Kill it as quickly as possible. Then we'll all move to the east turret. All right? Daedra, that just means that you're going to have to do a little bit more work to make sure that you establish good aggro and maintain it, okay? Hopefully it explodes before a sniper shot goes off, so that'll be good. But, in case, make sure that both Delilah and Daedra, you are saving your invulns, your Bolide, and your Living Dead for sniper shot. In case we can't kill it before that cast, all right? All right, I know that was a lot of words. Thank you for bearing with that. I'm going to go over one mechanic this time. I usually go over French fries. I think French fries is going to be okay to deal with, on the fly. The French fry mechanic, all I'm going to say about it is the French fries are bad. You don't want to be near the French fries. Ignore trust me, the French fries are a lie. They're way too salty. They're overcooked. They're soggy. French fries bad. Don't be near French fries. If you see side with no French fries, that good side. No French fries good. French fry bad. Cool. Onion ring mechanic. Okay. During the second phase, when the soldier and the gunner are out, this means that we've taken out the warrior and the knight. The soldier and the gunner will appear, and there's going to be a mechanic that's going to give your character an onion ring around your hitbox, okay? Around your character's hitbox. It looks like an onion ring with a bite taken out of it, because as we all know, there's not a single person on the planet that doesn't love onion rings. And if you don't love onion rings for the sake of this mechanic, you love onion rings. Okay? That's fine. Nobody needs to know. You don't need to tell people that. You can take that to your grave. We don't need to out ourselves, all right? But your onion ring is going to be missing a bite out of it. And this is very, very important, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to notice the gunner and a bunch of turrets on the wall are going to try to shoot your onion ring and just riddle it with holes. And the last thing we want to do is give up our onion ring. So naturally what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that those shots don't hit our onion ring at all. So the gunner is going to shoot first, then the turrets on the east and west side of the arena are going to be facing east-west, opposing, right? You're going to get like a ladder kind of a thing from north to south. They're going to start on east, shoot west, start on west, shoot east, right? Just be ready for it. But the gunner's going to go first, and what you're going to do is you're going to locate where the hole, the bite mark, you know, the hole in your onion ring is, and you're going to turn and point your hole at the gunner in the center, and then you're going to let the gunner shoot into your hole. Okay, that will make it so that it doesn't shoot your onion ring. Everyone's happy. Nobody gets angry. You don't take it doesn't hurt you to your soul. The next set of shots are going to come from the turrets on the east and west. You're going to find a turret that's looking directly at you. You can tell because it has a little arrow on its hitbox pointing exactly where it's going to shoot. And you're going to take one of those arrows and you're going to let that arrow point directly into your hole and let it shoot directly into your hole as well. So gunner first, and then you're going to whip it around and let a turret shoot into your hole afterwards. Okay. If it makes a little more sense, this is the Mustadia mechanic from like Orban Monastery, right? So if you remember that, you kind of had to do that to even unlock this zone, right? Even if you vaguely remember, it's that mechanic, right? You want to show the hole to the source of damage, right? You let the gunner shoot into your hole. Cool. That's all we're going to talk about. I'm going to handle all the rest of the calls during the fight. I think I've talked long enough. Let's everyone get on the Charlie marker to let me know that you're here and ready to go. So everyone just stand on the Charlie marker. Let me know that you are not AFK. I'm seeing yeah. There you go. Yeah. Everyone. I'm seeing a couple people out there. I'm seeing movement. We're on the Charlie marker. Come on. I know some of you people don't like to come on the. There you go. Come on. There you go. Come on. No. Where are you going? There you go. Yeah. All right. Close enough. That's fine. Right. Tanks. You're gonna make sure your stances are on every single tank. Okay. When I say tank stances off, only Daedra and Delilah should have their stance on. All right. But until then, all stances on. I'll call for when you take it off. Healers, be ready to cast Spellforge and Steel Sting on your party. We're gonna pre-cast it in the first 30 seconds. Okay. Physical classes get Spellforge. Magical classes get Steel Sting. Okay. If you are unsure about who gets what, somebody should have an image up here. Here we go. Here you go. Yeah. I put this in raid text chat, so if you don't know who gets what, oh, thank you. Somebody else beat me to it. Yeah, some classes do both. You'll still want to hit them. I think that'll be okay. Now, if you're reflecting, by the way, you don't need reflect slotted now. If you already slotted it, don't worry. That's fine. Keep it there. If you haven't slotted it yet, don't worry. I'll tell you when you can slot it, all right? Also, save healer LB3 for when I call it, all right? This last mechanic is a pretty... it's a DPS check, okay? So we want to make sure that everyone's up and healthy as best we can, as best as we can get them. So just wait for my call on the heal of LB3, right? That being said, I think we're all good to go. Everyone moved on to the Charlie marker. Everyone was definitely here, ready to go. So I'm going to give us a countdown from 30, right? Please do not right-click or target the bosses yet. The bosses will not aggro if you don't do anything to them at all. 30 seconds. Healers and supports on your teams, start casting Spellforge, Steel Sting down the list. Prioritize the tanks first, then the DPS, and then the healers, right? Just go down the list, essentially. Just go down the list. Yeah. So just, you can get nice and close here. It's all right. Just don't target them. Don't right click. Don't do any of that stuff. Nothing. No abilities that could potentially aggro. And all right, Terras. Group them up nice and tight. Do as much damage as you can. Lost actions, pots, everything. I want to see as much damage going out. I don't want to see only getting any aggro whatsoever. Okay. Make sure they stay safe. Oh, come on. Fight for aggro. Fight for aggro. All right, they're jumping away. Tanks, turn your stances off. Only the main tank should have their stances on. Take the warrior to Bravo first. Hold the knight. Be very careful. Don't take it to the middle just yet. Wait for the warrior to move. You can take the knight to the center now. Very good movement. Thank you very much, Delilah. We want to be in Spellforge. You want the purple buff. Okay, if you're doing physical damage, that's not working, okay? Click off the yellow buff. You want the purple buff. You want to be doing magic damage, okay? These bosses need to die at the same time. So make sure we keep their HP totals in line throughout the whole fight, okay? So if you notice one is getting higher, right? Like the knight is a little bit higher. We want to adjust that. Okay, so here comes the bomb mechanic. If you are tethered, you're going to a big bomb. Tethers to big, no tethers to small. There's going to be a knockback from the center of the field. See that line? 45 to 90 degrees from the approach of the knight. If you didn't get a tether, you're going to a small bomb. Get knocked back to a small bomb. If you had a tether, you're going to a big bomb. Go to that now. If you fall first, go to where a bomb exploded. Go to where a bomb exploded now. Go. Get back to your bosses. Tanks, please get back in position. Very nice. Don't let them move. Warrior is boosting. Dispellers, get ready. Please dispel the warrior now. Warrior is boosted. Thank you very much. Very successful. Raid wide going out. Some light mitigation and healing. Just be ready for it. Okay, next is going to be that French fry mechanic, but it's going to be prefaced with some more chains, and it's going to be a wind or gravity mechanic. Okay, if you get a chain, you're going to green swirly wind puddles. If you don't get a chain at all, you're going to purple gravity, all right? And we're going to meet in the center. The knight is either going to do a shield or a sword omen. So if you're chained right now, you're going to green wind. If you don't have a chain, if you don't see any purple chain on you right now, you're going to purple gravity. Okay, chains to green, go now. No chains to purple. We're going to meet up in the center. Inside the hitbox is safe. You remember those French fries? French fries bad. Get away from the French fries. Stay in the hitbox. Get away from the French fries, okay? Very nice. Get back to the bosses. Warrior is boosted. Dispellers, please dispel on Warrior. Thank you very much. Raid wide's going out. Warrior is a little bit higher. Let's try to balance out that damage as best we can, okay? There we go. Tank busters on main threat. Daedra and Delilah are going to take some damage. Please make sure you are keeping an eye on their HP totals. Just heal them up. And let's get these warriors... oh, no! That's all right. Very good. That was interesting. We are staying in Spellforge. If you have that purple buff, keep that purple buff. Very nice. Good recovery. That was a little spooky. That's all right. We're going to see the same mechanics over again. So this is bomb mechanics again. So get ready for it. Take a look. Safe bombs are going to be at the edge of the arena, by the way. So take a look. If your character is chained, you're going to a big bomb. No chains to small. Just go to the bombs at the edge of the arena. Inside the arena is dangerous. Edge of the arena. If you have a chain, you're going to big. No chains to small. If you fall first, go to where a bomb exploded. Go now. Go. Very good. Get back to your bosses. Warrior will be casting boost momentarily. Be ready for it. Dispellers at the ready. Boost is casting. Please dispel Warrior now. Very good dispel. Raid wide going out. And we're just going to finish up these bosses. We might see the beginnings of the next mechanic. Don't worry about it. Just try to kill the Warrior. Kill the Warrior first. He's a little bit higher. All right. It's all right. Don't worry about the mechanics. Just kill the bosses. All right, Daedra, get ready to pull your soldier to the wall. Delilah, you can just hold on to the gunner for now. All right, soldier has moved. You can move the gunner towards the center. If the gunner starts casting, don't worry. You still have plenty of time to move it after the cast. First major mechanic is going to be flaming frogs. There's going to be some balls of fire. The small balls of fire are the ones we want to be between. They'll turn into frogs and they'll jump around. Just listen for my call. Main tanks, do not leave your bosses until you get your onion ring. This is very, very important. You are not allowed to leave until you get the ring around your character. So, main tanks. First safe spot's going to be 1. First safe spot is 1. main tanks wait. Main tanks are free to go to the safe spot. Remember, point your hole to the gunner in the center. Point your hole now. Point your hole now. Point your hole. Show your hole to the gunner in the center. Now to a turret on the wall. Turret on the wall. Turret on the wall. Get back to your bosses as quickly as you can. Gap close if you need to. Tank busters incoming. Get ready. Tank busters on main threat. Healers, just be aware. Raid wide going out shortly afterwards. Cool. Cool. Yeah. A little more damage on soldier. Soldier's just slightly higher. Just a nut hair. All right, cool. Now we're gonna get gun turrets. There's a little bit of a downtime between this. We're gonna switch over to gunner a little bit. Just a few of you, not everyone. Just try to balance out the damage a little bit, you know. Gun turrets are gonna go out. Main tanks, you're gonna pick these up. Remember, Daedra, you're gonna be picking up the west, and then Delilah, you're gonna be picking up the east. Pick those up now. Pick those up. They're on the field. Everyone else, kill the west turret. Kill the west turret as fast as you can. Sniper shot, invuln here. Sniper shot, invuln here. Main tanks. Cool. Kill the east gun turret. Kill before explosion casts. Cool. There's going to be a raid wide that already happened. Never mind. It's going to be blizzard time. We either get a blizzard. Yeah, jump for joy. We get blizzards. Blizzards for everyone. Yeah, keep moving. Don't cast. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep moving. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Schmove it. All right, you can go back to casting. Blizzard machine's fixed. It's working. It's nice. It's great. Now, next mechanic is going to be double jumpy boys. The reason I call it this is because there's going to be two untethered clones. They're going to be the safe ones, and they're going to jump. They're going to jump twice. Double jumpy boys. Where they land is going to be where that's safe, and then there's going to be that Mustadio mechanic. Safe clones are currently at 2 and 4. I will keep an eye on them. Okay, they're at Charlie Delta. They are at 4-1 and Alpha. 4-1 and Alpha is all safe. Point your hole to the gunner in the center. Do that now. Now to a turret on the wall. Turret on the wall. We're going to have to kill that soldier immediately afterwards. Kill that soldier. This is really bad. Kill. Everything. Dump. Come on. Never punished. All right. Go to your positions. Alpha and Alpha Bravo North. Charlie, whatever, Delta Foxtrot South, right? Aurasphere tanks, Aurasphere 1 tanks, in position, reflectors in position. Everyone kill Auraspheres first, then move on to bosses. Reflectors in position, pop reflect now, pop reflect now, pop reflect now. Do your path, go to your next reflect path. If anyone is dead, healer LB3 in the center now. Healer LB3 in the center now. That looked like it was a Charlie or Bravo orb. If anyone has any spare light curtains, disengage from bosses, do not attack bosses. Re-engage. Everyone, reflectors in position. Aurasphere tanks 2. Turn on your stances, get ready to pull Auraspheres. Reflectors in position, pop reflect, start spamming reflect. Aurasphere tanks, pick up Auraspheres. Everyone kill Auraspheres first. Kill Auraspheres first. Cool. Pop everything you've got. And work on bosses. Just crank as much damage as you can. Try to kill them as quickly as we can. We got some time. It's fine. If they lose their shields, get ready to disengage. Cool. Disengage. Be safe. Do not get parried. Disengage. Kill. Oh, come on, baby. Come on. You can do it. Ah, we're good. Not even close, baby. I apologize for the noise that I made at the end there. That was kind of just heat of the moment. Please, round of applause for OnlyFans for being our duelist and getting us a second chest at the end of this. We have some people on the ground. Let's make sure all of our friends are awake and healthy and not on the floor taking a nap in the dirt. If you were lucky enough to get, the upgrade, the fully upgraded piece, you can make some OnlyFans branded gloves, so do with that information what you will. Just going for some Dr. Pepper, that's all. Oh yeah. Dude, I feel like I'm losing my voice. Excuse me. Oh my god, my throat. Something's wrong. Should I get a Dr. Pepper before TA? I mean, if you have the ability to. I find that the authentic blend of 23 flavors really hits the spot when I'm going to, have a fist fight with the angry middle manager of my local Dairy Queen. It is what it is. It's just, I don't know why they made Dr. Pepper so versatile and, why that works out so well. I'm sure that's not what they designed it for, but it works out very well. Not sponsored, by the way. I just really like the shit. Oh no, dude, we got a really sleepy boy here. Dr. Pepper Keurig. Wait a minute. Is that a thing? Oh my god, dude, what is Dr. Pepper doing? That's not real, right? There aren't like Dr. Pepper Keurig machines.
No, that's the name of the parent company. Dr. Pepper and Keurig are one company.
Oh, I see. I was just like, because I had never seen those names together before in my life, So I was like, wait a minute, there's a machine that I plug in a little capsule and I could just make Dr. Pepper. Oh my god. Oh yeah, baby. I'm looking like a winner, aren't I? Excuse me, I'm sorry. We're gonna move on to Phantom. We're gonna move on to the Arby's Wizard. So something that we found out as we're coming up to the wall of this building here, as we're coming up to the entrance, as we're moving up to the Dairy Queen, we've noticed that there is a robed figure trying to get in the back door, and it is the infamous Arby's Wizard. If you know about the Arby's Wizards, or don't know about them, you would like to know, let me know after the run. I will show you everything about the Arby's Wizards and why they're here. But most importantly, we need to make sure they don't get in there and they don't start messing stuff up, because I don't know if you've ever been to an Arby's. They put roast beef in everything. Last thing I need is roast beef showing up in my Blizzard, okay? So we're gonna teach them a lesson. We're gonna keep them from stealing any recipes. Now, we're gonna turn our stances off. Tank stances off. Only Daedra should have their stance on. They're the one that's main tanking. Right? Where are they? You're over here, right? Oh, you've already done the marker shift. Cool. So it looks like we're gambling on 4. Hug the walls if you would like to gamble. We're gonna pull the boss to 4. So I mean, in the spirit, you can be a 1, like an ass gang kind of guy. But we're going dick gang tonight. All right. I'm going number 4. Which, by the way, I figured out that a number 4 exists. I know what a number 4 is. It is far greater of a creation than the classic Vash number 3. So, you should have some leftover charges. You should have some leftover charges on your lost actions. We're gonna burn them here because we're gonna reslot before TA. All right. With that being said, I noticed that somebody said that they were BRB real quick, so we're gonna wait for Powa to come back because everyone's on the arena. If they were outside the arena, I would have said, oh well, it's their lost fragment. I want to. Somebody should punish me for that. But yeah, this guy's a trash encounter. Make sure you do have food still active. That's going to help out. And we're going to use the rest of our lost actions here. We want to burn this guy down as fast as possible. Wait, what the hell's a number 4 dog? Oh, dude. This is great because people are now skipping over the number 3. This is fantastic. How many times have you been to a public restroom, right? You open up the stall and there's just a shark sitting in the bowl, lifeless, just right in. That's the number 4. Okay. Now, I saw this image online, and then I saw something incredibly similar. So I work at a hardware. I got to tell this story because, man, I have not been able to talk to my DRS enjoyers for what feels like weeks. It probably has been weeks. There was one night I worked night crew at a hardware store. All the forklift stuff, all the cool whatever, fucking moving tons of concrete for no fucking reason, right? I still don't see power back. Okay, cool. We got plenty of time. I walk into the bathroom like a couple hours after the store closed, and I went to the first stall. And what I saw made no sense for a hardware store. One of the objects could, I mean, construction's a tough job, I get it. There was a lifeless crab in the toilet bowl and a like a maybe 2 or 3 shots left in a bottle of New Amsterdam on the toilet dispenser, and a huge crumple smeared pile of ass gaskets all over the ground by the base of the toilet. By the way, if you don't know what an ass gasket is, it's that it's like that little wax paper like toilet like seat thing that you tear when you put it on the seat so your butt doesn't touch those are ass gaskets. Those were strewn all about the floor with like smears of presumably human matter all over them. Arguably that should be the number 4. I think that's gonna be the fuck the shark, dude. It's the crab and the bottle of New Amsterdam. And like smeared ass gaskets all over the floor. I've seen some really nasty things in that bathroom. Is Power back? Power's good. Crime scene, never. Okay, we're good. Okay, story time over. We're gonna lock in. All right. Again, trash boss, pull whenever. We're just gonna go. Ready or not. I want to see people actually dropping their resources on 4. Pull it to 4. Yeah. Dump it. Pull it over to 4. We're gambling. 100%. You're never going to get anywhere in life if you go half-assed. Just full send it. Pull it to 4. No? No, it's 1. Okay, run to run. Run to 1. Run to 1. Run to 1. Yeah. Oh, well, I guess it's a whole bunch of lightning shots and shield lobs for the tanks. So we're going to stand on the 1 marker. This is going to go down just like normal mode. Follow it all the way down. You're going to see some purple toe jam at the end. By the A marker. Do not touch the purple jam. It is instant death, okay? Be very careful. No, don't touch it. Don't touch it. Careful. And we're going to go to Bravo. Go to Bravo, go to Bravo, go to Bravo. And we're going to go back to Alpha. Go back to Alpha. I'm going to sit here for a while. And we're just going to chill. We're just going to tear ass. We're just going to take our time. Relax. Take a deep breath. Now, Bravo's going to explode 3 times. And then we're going to move to Bravo once it's done exploding. And then Alpha will explode 3 times after that. And then we'll go back to Alpha when it's done. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Everyone move to Bravo. We're going to wait for Alpha to go boom boom 3 times. There's 1. There's 2. And there's 3. Move to Alpha. And he's going to move to the center, right? And he's going to summon all of his other Arby's wizards to come to his aid, all right? Now, they have a little mechanic of their own. If you see the red Arby's wizards, you want to pulp them, all right? Just beat the tar out of them like bloody fists, right? The Misty Race, you want to heal to death, okay? You're just going to give them all the good stuff, all the praise. They have a natural aversion to positive energy, okay? Which is just all what you're going to dump into them. You're just going to just dump all that positive energy in the Misty Rays. There you go. Yeah. Final wave of Arby's wizard fanatics. Remember, pulp the red ones, heal the white ones. Yeah. Last one. Interject the boss. Interrupt the boss. Oh, no. Heal that one. Heal the Misty Ray. Yeah, and interject. Yeah, cast. Break the cast. If you have any lost actions left, use them here. We want to kill this as fast as possible. I'm going to do my best to figure out what this pattern is because I never get to see this. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Okay, let's see where the ad is. That'll. Okay, we're gonna go over to 2 or 3. We're gonna see which one lights up first. Oh shit. Well, we're gonna get knocked back. It's gonna be 2. 2. We're gonna go to 2. Go to 2. Go to 2. Go to 2. I haven't memorized this pattern yet. We're gonna wait for the blasts on Charlie. Move over to Charlie, yeah. We're gonna wait for the 3 blasts on Bravo. Move over to Bravo. He's gonna go to the center. He's gonna do a cleave, get behind him. Oh my god, I remember, kind of, sort of. Holy shit, I didn't kill anyone. Hopefully. I'm hoping I didn't kill anyone. And we're just gonna deal damage. Are we gonna see? Are we gonna see it happen? He's gonna flash the gang sign? Oh my god, he's flashing the gang! Kill him! No, disengage, disengage, disengage. Don't attack. Please do not attack. Wait. Wait. Please, I promise. Do not attack him. This is not a joke. That's a tank buster, by the way. You might want to throw something on there. Yeah. Alright, you can beat the tar out of him. Yeah, no. We're letting him just do his thing. Holy crap, we saw ice spikes. Hell yeah, dude. You know what that is? That's good luck. Now, we have some people behind. Please, please, please stay in the arena. We have some Perceptors. I did a very poor job. Sorry, what was that?
Sweep 2 moving ahead.
Okay. Thank you very much. So Knackle's going to go ahead to Percept. Everyone stay here in the arena. It is very, very important that these traps are swept, revealed, and very carefully avoided. There's a new category of mine that exists down there that we need to preserve for after TA. Right? I did a very poor job at being a leader, and I didn't confirm that to make sure everyone had their actions. But hopefully there aren't any issues. I'm recognizing some veterans with some of these actions, so hopefully we're in good hands. Yeah, I know we're in good hands, but hopefully nothing has gone wrong. So we're gonna wait a little bit longer. We're gonna wait for everyone to be raised up here. Yeah. Come on.
I think I'm the last healer with any arises. I think all the other arises are out.
Oh no. You know what that means. What emote is that? It's the ritual prayer. What are they called? Kojin? They're like the Ninja Turtles in the Ruby Sea.
Yeah, the Kojin, the Ninja, the turtle people in the Ruby Sea, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get max rank with them, I think. Or it's like 1 rank by under max rank. It's pretty up there.
Yeah, can you do a call for a rise count? Just so we have like a better picture of what
yeah, we can do it when we get to TA. So when you're making your way through these hallways, please make sure you turn your camera. Do not walk unless you can see traps, okay? They're gonna hide in the hallways like this, like these 2 here. Be very careful. Once you make it downstairs, you're gonna notice some pink traps. Please, at all costs, avoid the pink traps, okay? If we lose both of them, then the run is dead. Be very careful. There's one of them in the hallway here, all right?
Explosive traps have been detonated. I just hologrounded them.
Okay, cool. So we're just gonna hug the right wall once you get through the hallway here. So please very carefully maneuver around that mini trap in the hallway, and then you're gonna hug the right wall of that little atrium, that little room. Head on to TA. Now, we're gonna do a 5-minute intermission here. I know that we're kind of pushing the timer a little bit. I know we had a really long explanation at Slimes and at fucking Fry Cooks, but we've been here a while, so we're gonna do a 5-minute break here. So go get a drink, restroom, all that stuff, right? We'll meet back at 57 after.
We are busy.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go grab another DP, baby. All right. Oh, dude, my back. Hey, there we go. Okay, we're getting close to time. Just about there. For this fight, I'm just gonna explain how my sword calls work, right? And then I think I'll go over how the temperature works and then how I do sword calls, and I'll leave it at that. Force March exists in here, just be aware of it. Arrow on the debuff is pointing to which way your character is going to turn. It's going to move 2 tiles that direction. Okay, so it's 57 after. We're ready to go. Welcome to TA. This is what I like to consider the wall. This, in my opinion, I think she's probably one of the hardest, if not the hardest encounters. I believe she's the hardest encounter in this raid. So don't let that spook you. Don't let that get you a little, don't let that rile you up. All right. Just be aware. Just expect that it's very likely you're going to take a hit, you're going to die, and you're probably not going to know what happened. That's okay. Nobody's going to make fun of you. It happens to everyone. I've fought this lady. I've been in this lady's encounters hundreds of times, and I still get slapped and killed by these mechanics every now and then. So she's not easy. With that being said, I'm going to go over the temperature mechanic. I want you to understand how the temperature mechanic works, and then briefly talk about what my sword calls mean, and then we'll be good to go. Okay. Let me see if I can find a... Here we go. This is the one I like. Copy image. I'm going to put this in right text chat. This is going to show you what the debuffs look like, all right? I want you to be familiar with the debuffs. I want you to know what they mean. This will save you 9 times, like almost 100% of the time. If you know how to read your temperature gauge, then all you need to know is how to get hit with it. And that will be much easier to figure out than trying to figure out and science your temperature, especially when it kills you when you get it wrong. So take a look at the right-hand side. There's debuffs on the left and right-hand side of these gauges. I want you to look at the ones on the right-hand side. It looks like a head and shoulders, like the silhouette of a person, and it has arrows over their head, okay? Head, silhouette of a head, shoulders, arrows over the head. That is your overhead temperature. Okay, so you're going to have a gauge over your character's head in game. That is the icon that is managing your current temperature, okay? If you have nothing, it's gray and there's no arrows. If you have a temperature, it's going to be whatever color and however many arrows, depending on how severe your temperature is. 1 arrow or 2, 1 or 2 fire, for example. Cool. The other debuff you're going to see only happens in the last half of the fight. It's called the Elemental Brand. Okay, it looks like a thermometer. Okay, the thermometer has a timer on it, right? The thing to know about this angry middle manager at the local Dairy Queen is she's temperamental. She will go off on every little thing, right? And she's going to do everything in her power to try and make your life uncomfortable as hell, right? So she's going to grab some thermometers out of the freezers and out of the fryers. She's going to put them in your pocket, and they're going to have a timer on it. I want you to forget about the timer, because when the timer expires, the thermometer shatters. But you don't have to worry about the timer if you just listen to if you listen to what I tell you right now. If you get the Elemental Brand, which is the thermometer, I want you to look at it, and I want you to figure out what it is. Okay, let's say it's 2 ice. All right, you'll notice on the bottom of that that diagram there is a thermometer 2 ice. It's got the 2 wings on it. It's a full thermometer, right? The 1 ice thermometer is the one that looks like it's pretty much empty, right? So we're looking at the 2 ice. I need you to get hit by whatever you can in the mechanic to become opposite of your thermometer, because the thermometer will shatter when the mechanic is over. More specifically, the thermometer will shatter when you can no longer change your temperature. So the first thing I want you to do as soon as you see your thermometer is then look at your overhead, your head and shoulders icon, and figure out what you need to get hit by so that your head and shoulders icon is now opposite of your thermometer, okay? For swords, you have the opportunity to get hit twice, but for all the other mechanics, you can only get hit once, okay? So just be aware of that. Swords mechanic, okay? I'm gonna put a marker down just for the explanation. The way that my calls work is gonna be as follows. If you've been with Knackle, it's pretty much the same thing. There's not really a different way that we handle it, I don't think. I'm going to call what the safe tile is, all right? AKA the tile that is not going to get struck by any attacks. There's going to be clones that appear. There's going to be 4 clones. They're untargetable. It's 100% downtime. Okay, so just focus as much as you can on listening to calls and looking around to what you need, right? You're going to stand on the tile to start that I say is safe. So if I say 3 is safe, if I say that the 3-way mark is safe, you're going to stand on the tile, that whole green tile that the 3-way mark is on, that whole tile is not going to get struck, right? The problem is you need to adjust your temperature, right? So what you need to do in that case is look around and find another floor tile that is directly north, south, east, or west of the one that you're currently standing on that is going to get hit by a clone with a sword cleave, right? Remember, the sword cleaves are half the arena, okay? So look at a sword cleave, look at which side of the arena she's cleaving, and you're going to step into either 4 or 2 or alpha or delta. That's if 3 is the safe tile, remember? So if 4 is safe, 3 will be a safe tile 3 will be a tile you can stand on to adjust your temperature. 1 will be a tile you can stand on to adjust your temperature. The dark green tile north of 4 and to the west of 4 are also valid tiles to move to if you need to adjust your temperature, because 4 will not get hit, right? So I say 3 is safe, nothing happens. You want to move north, south, east, or west 1 whole tile. That's how that works. If that still doesn't make sense, you're just gonna have to learn with your body, all right? Because I can sit here and explain for hours, and it's not gonna give you any real valid experience. You're just gonna need to get hit by it by yourself. So I'm gonna slap on a mimic here. I need a let's see, want to power. Okay, cool. I need a tank with some. Make sure now is the time. By the way, if you're a tank, you're gonna slot in Aether Shield, so do that now if you haven't already. If you are not a tank, you're a healer or a DPS, and you've got some damage actions or support actions that have run out, you can slot them with new actions here. If you have Mimic, just find somebody else that has the actions that you like, target them, hit Mimic, and it will copy their abilities, right? If you don't have Mimic, then you probably have extra Font of Power, Banner of Honor Sacrifice, maybe both, maybe you have extra Rens or whatever it is. Whatever it is that you have in your class for your recommended kit, just swap it out, fresh new actions. You want full charges. We're going to get into it very shortly here. So if you have Shell 2 on, stand in front of the purple line, right? Stand in front of the purple line when you have Shell 2 and you're ready to go. I just want to see some movement. I want to make sure that everyone is actually here and alive. Yeah, I'm seeing people move around. Seeing a couple resident sleepers. Yes.
Do you want to take main tank on this fight? Because I'm 95% certain I'm gonna die.
Hell yeah, I'll take main tank on this fight. Absolutely. It's been a while since I've tanked this. Let's do it.
Like, if it wasn't for the fact that I know I'm not good at when it comes to like the temperatures and some of the phases,
we got a DC.
I'd be fine with tanking it, but I know I've still haven't figured those ones out yet, so.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
It's all right. You'll get there. You'll get there at some point. You just gotta practice it. But we're just gonna wait to see how Chalky's connection ends up and pans out. We are essentially getting down to the point where I want to pull this because otherwise we're gonna have very little time on Minotaur and Queen. I would like to have a nice amount of breathing room because I know I'm running it down to the wire here.
Might be time to start considering just pulling the trigger regardless of who's present or not.
Yeah. No, we are under an hour, so yeah. Everyone in front of the.
For what it's worth, Chalky's in the short stack, so that's not going to affect any LB3.
Okay, cool. If you're ready to go, stand in front of the purple line. Jump and schmove it on the target to ignore 1 here. Yeah. Cool. Actually, I'm gonna give myself the danger Dorito, because I'll say get away from the danger Dorito. It's dangerous. Easy clap. All right, now I'm gonna calibrate our countdown for 30 seconds. Make sure you have food. All right. Make sure your lost actions are at the ready. If you are a tank, make sure you have Aether Shield slotted. All right. These are all very important things. I will call Aether Shield for every raid wide. All right. And just be ready to bop it. All right, take a deep breath, listen to the calls, do what you think you need to do, and let's do it. Tank's in front. She's gonna start with a tank buster very quickly here. Just pop a little bit of mitigation. Be safe with this. Next is going to be a raid wide. Get ready. Aether Shield, Stone Skin now. Aether Shield. Sorry. If I say Stone Skin, don't worry about it. It's probably going to be habit. You're probably going to hear it a lot. Don't worry about it. Aether Shield, when I call for it, it'll be all good. Everyone out. Out. This is a point blank. Do not greet this if you don't know how. Just be safe. Don't greet it. It's an out mechanic. All right. Get back up close to the boss. Let's see what it is next. It is in front. Our pattern today is going to be bow, staff, sword. Bow, staff, sword is going to be our pattern today. Right, so we're going to be in front. Now we're going to move behind the boss. She's going to reposition herself to the center. We want to be behind her when she does this. Right, we're going to go into bow phase first. Tanks, get ready. Tanks move in front. There's going to be another shared buster. And a quick march is going out, so take a look. This is quick march. This debuff is going to march you in the direction the arrow is pointing, okay? Uh-oh.
Yeah, need evoke.
Interesting. All right. My Vogue feels like it's not working. All right, force march to Bravo. Force march to Bravo. Point your force march to Bravo. That's my bad. I was wondering why I wasn't generating like any aggro at all. If you die and re-raise, have your healer rescue you out of the fire. I see some rezzers coming up. Rescue them out of the fire. Rescue them out of the fire. Okay. Pay attention to your overhead temperature. You want to get hit by the opposite temperature to be neutral at the end of this mechanic. You have to trace these out with your eyeballs. They will take every left and right turn on the way down to us. Stand on your tile now. Just go to your tile. Just respect this mechanic. Get hit by what you need. Cool. I'm going to point the boss towards 2. Everyone in front of the boss. There's going to be Aether Shield now. Aether Shield now. Aether Shield now. Jay, if you have Lost Sacrifice, if you could just grab one of our healers. Everyone in front of the boss. In front of the boss. Oh, sorry. Out. Sorry. It's out. My bad. I forgot. I said it earlier, too. Oh, staff sword. That's all right. I'll move her back to the center as best I can, but everyone group up on 2. Melees can kind of hang around for a bit. Here's your quick march. Okay, look at your temperature. Figure out what boulder you need to get hit by, and you're going to use the force march to go to your boulder. Everyone to 2. Just respect this mechanic. Go to 2. Figure out what boulder you need to get hit by, and use the force march to point you in the direction. You're going to need the force march to take you to where you need to go, okay? Point now, point now, point now. Just respect the mechanic. If you need downtime to do it safely, just get some downtime. It's fine. Group up in the center. Get ready. Aether Shield, Stone Skin. Aether Shield, Stone Skin. Thank you very much, Jay. We'll pick you up when we can, all right? When it's safe. Everyone in front of the boss, she's facing the 2 waymark. This is a sword mechanic. This is full downtime, by the way. So if you're not going to use your burst right now, if you don't have anything to use the burst now, hold on to it. It's full downtime. She's going to move on her own. Oh, let me collect my thoughts here. All right. Take a look over your head, okay? Figure out what your temperature is. Look at your overhead mechanic or your overhead temperature. You need to figure out what you need to get hit by to be opposite. That'll be neutral, right? Sorry, you need to get to neutral. Safe is 2. 2 is the safe tile. North, south, east, or west by 1 whole tile from the 2 tile to get struck by a temperature. You have 1 more chance to get hit. My bad. 4 is safe. 4 is safe. 4 is safe. If you already are neutral, you can stand on 4. If you still need to adjust your temperature, now's your last opportunity. North, south, east, or west by 1 whole tile to get hit. All right, Aether Shield now. Aether Shield now. If you have any burst, use it here. Right? Just make sure we're using our resources. Keep an eye on it. That is the end of normal mechanics. Now we're going to see those mechanics in the same order, but they're going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay, get behind the boss, behind the boss, behind the boss. This is going to start off a little bit different. Once she does her cleave, there's going to be some clone dashes ready, and there's not going to be a force march. We're going to run away from the fire. I like to pre-position east and west on the dark green tiles. You do you, though. It's either going to be east, west, dark green, or light tiles. It's light tiles intercardinal of the boss. Just wait here. Wait for the clones to do their dashes. Pop sprint. Don't move yet. Move to Bravo now. Move to Bravo now. Move to Bravo now. Run, 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 run. Now, this one's a doozy. This is a very difficult mechanic. Take a deep breath. Pay very close attention. And do the best that you can, okay? Here is your overhead temperature. Here comes your elemental brand. Remember, you want your overhead to be opposite of this. You might already be opposite. If you're already opposite, look for the empty square on the other side. Treat that like an arrow with no temperature. Here is your force march. You need force march to take you 2 tiles to the tile that you need to get hit by, okay? Figure out what you need to get hit by. Look at where your arrows are going to go and end up, and do your mechanic. Just go point your character now. Just respect it. If you need downtime, just do downtime. Be safe. Okay, tanks in between the boss and the wall here. There's going to be a raid wide here. Aether Shield, Aether Shield, Aether Shield. All right. Make sure if you died, pop a re-raiser. Do the best that you can. This is a shared buster on tanks. Nice, 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 nice. Cool. I'm going to move her back to the center as best I can. She's going to stop here. Okay, this is out. Remember, this is out, out, out. Get away, get away, get away. Do not greed this if you don't know how. Be nice and safe. Now, she's going to start casting. She's going to give you an overhead temperature. That's what's happening now. Here's your overhead temperature. Here comes your brand. Okay, there's no force march with this. We're going to move to the boulder we need. But there's going to be some clone dashes, okay? So figure out what you need to get hit by. Everyone in the center now. In the center now. If you need to, just do your light, your ranged attacks. If you need to, just spam it. Figure out what boulder you need to get hit by. Go to that boulder. Yeah. It's going to be outer light tiles. Far out corners, light corners. Far out corners, the light corners. Cool, 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 cool. Group up as best you can. Aether Shield now. Mitigate for your party as best you can. All right. I'm going to sack for my healers here. Healer LB3 in the center now. Healer LB3 in the center now. Please point that. Everyone in front of the boss. Everyone in front of the boss. Okay, I'm gonna have to do it after this mechanic. Okay, here is your overhead temperature. Here comes your brand. You might have to get hit twice by this mechanic to solve it, okay? So figure out what you need to get hit by to be opposite of your thermometer. Safe tile is 2. First safe tile is 2. Final cleave. 4. 4 is safe. 4 is safe. Cool. I'm going to sack for the healers now on Alpha. Group up. Aether Shield, Stone Skin. Aether Shield, Stone Skin. No Doom. Easy clap. Raid wide going out. Healer LB3 in the center now. Healer LB3 in the center now. If you still have it, And then I think this is it. I think this is just that should have been the last one in the pattern. So just do as much damage as you can, crank it, see how low we can get it. There's the cast. All right, let's see how low we can push it. Just crank it. Whip it. Whip it for you. Okay. She's a tough one. She's not an easy one. She's not a pushover. There's a reason that she's the angry middle manager. She's not to be messed with. Well, that's it for the run. Our run has gone on for quite a good while. It wouldn't be fair to force everyone into another commitment like that. So what I'll do is I'll just make a post for next week. We can come back next week and we can give it another shot. Hopefully you saw enough stuff during TA and it made you think, oh, dude, how did that work? If you have questions about it, feel free to ask me. I'm gonna hang around in the Discord just a little bit longer. So if you have any questions about like mechanics, we can go over them. But hopefully that gave you at least a little look into what she does, and so next time you can come back stronger. Next time you know exactly how to avoid it. But yeah, and then hopefully we get to go all the way to the Dairy Queen manager, and we get to just fucking slap the trash out of her. Yeah, that's what we'll say. So, with that,
shameless plug.
What was that?
Can I shameless plug?
Yeah, go for. What do you mean?
Right.
I'm not streaming.
No, I